with Phil stumping drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill, he promised Char, but all he does instead is beg and shell. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as Char's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. We're sick of across the board, we charge the war because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if Andrew fanners chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Claw's cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. 3 streams nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jet here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Wednesday the 30th of April 2025. The final day of the month is here. We're going to have some bingo antics today, and after bingo's all said and done, we're going to load up the marbles, get all the latest names added from the comments, making sure that every single possible marble is there, because you've got to put in it to win it, as the old saying goes, and obviously we're going to try and pick a winner for the month of April for half of that bingo prize fund. But obviously between now and then is a game of bingo to have to go through. We're to endure Phil Burnell and his bullshit bitching and whining and moaning and all that shit, because Phil had a bad stream last night. Phil's day stream only saw him hit one singular goal, and even worse was the fall because the night stream only saw him get $40. So yeah, as you can expect and imagine, there was a whole lot of bitching and whining and moaning, crying and all that shit about him not getting the support he thinks he fucking deserves. Yeah. Actually, I might just go straight into like a. Yeah, I might actually go straight into that because there's not much from Kick, you know, not the Twitter. Sorry, not a lot from Twitter to go through. Actually, before we do anything on anything else, let's refresh the Kick page, just very quickly.
Oh my God! What's up?
We have 3 fresh bands from Phil showing up and waking up. Hooray! Thank you very much to Twilight Media Corp for the super chat, who says got the tea and spoons ready for another crap show. That's your spoons right here. And of course some tea. Tea. Can't have one without the fucking other, of course. But thank you very much, Twilight, for that. Very kind of you indeed. So yeah, Phil has banned 3 new names. First of all, you got DSP Victim Complex Real was banned by DSP. Then Why Does He Clap Like Warski was banned. Oh my, that's fantastic. Why Does He Clap Like Warski banned by DSP. And last but not least, Philip Epstein and Joseph Fritzl was banned by DSP as well. I guess I hit too close to home for him or something. Jesus Christ, I don't know, there if I can go. But Phil's awake and he's banning people left, right and centre as well. Yeah, Phil had a robust stream of stuff in his face full of food last night, but we're not going to cover that. We won't cover that. You've seen the thumbnail. You've seen him stuffing his face in the thumbnail. Some bizarre faces were made. How about instead we just enjoy him getting little money and getting upset about it? He threatened to ban like all his audience. Yeah.
Well, guest bedroom gives us 10 steps. I think we'll do that.
We were warning here, this compilation memology very well put together, but he's going to have like Phil's chat on screen. So the chat on screen is going to appear around about here. Please keep an eye on, just in case. So it's not just about listening to it, obviously. I mean, the chat on screen was shown as well from the Kick stuff. They can't give you the full context of why Phil ranted the way he fucking did. But as you can see, his top contributor so far on the stream, down at the bottom there, DT101, who gifted 2 subs.
Guys, please stop arguing over on Kick. It's ridiculous what you guys are doing. Please stop with the nonsense. Key card. Oh yeah. Yeah, guys, let's relax. Let's stop arguing on Kick. I don't want to be messing around, timing out people on Kick, but I can't have people arguing constantly either. Everyone, please chill out over there. Thank you.
Who fucking cares?
Guys, if you are enjoying the chill vibes of our first run tonight in Blueprints, please support the stream. All right, right now we had 2 people who supported so far. We had 2 subs on Kick from DT101, and we had a nice super chat from The Block. It would be great to get some more support right now. We want to keep hitting goals so we can actually do our big marathon. Hopefully this coming weekend would be perfect.
Just remember that earlier on this very same day, he stuffed his face from the last reward goal. So literally hours before this, he was stuffing his face as a reward for his audience. And now he's saying, guys, we want to do that all over again this coming weekend.
So please support the stream in some way. Super chats, memberships, subs, tips, all appreciated. Please support and thank you if you do. All right.
And there's a Kick chat on screen.
Okay. Yeah, Mazlord confirmed. He said, yeah, you need the shovel. All right. So I won't backtrack then. Thank you for telling me, or else I might have backtracked. Insert coin, more part of the story. Here we go. What's next in the story?
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of
So, very cool little cutscene happens here. Right? Phil claims to really like this game. Phil claims to fucking be deeply immersed in this game, and it's one of the most enjoyable games he's playing right now. And even though it didn't do well for him financially, he still planned to play it again. Because he thinks he's going to complete it or whatever, but this is a cool little cutscene, and then watch how Phil reacts to it.
foretold.
For a game he's apparently likes.
Awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you...
Yeah, you guys over on Kick, I'm about to ban all of you for trying to bully a supporter. The one person who supported tonight, you bullied him. So I think I'm just going to ban every single one of you. I'm not even kidding. Because none of you contribute. You just sit there talking every night, but now you're going to bully a supporter. I think I'm just going to permanently get rid of all of you.
I see a shadow in the doorway.
So a guy going into the dark room.
Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open.
Huh.
A missing item you did not take.
Huh.
I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid.
Whoa, what is that? Statue of Death?
What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
I don't know what any of that meant. I don't.
Till the dawn.
Doesn't know what any of that meant. Just, you know, try to take that. And he's apparently he really cares about this game. And he loves playing it, and he's really deeply immersed in the fucking. But no, all that went right over his fucking head. Just not paying attention whatsoever.
The following day,
I have no clue what that stuff meant, man.
nothing more
Excuse me.
to say.
It says DT101 just gifted 2 more subs. Thank you, DT.
P-Pegs? P-Pigs. I said P-Pegs.
So yeah, I'm gonna be honest, you guys over on Kick, you're gonna stop being bullies and stop trying to be a good old boys club, because if you continue it, I'm going to permanently remove all of you from chat, and I don't care. Okay? Seriously. I just don't give a crap about this toxicity and negativity that you guys are trying to portray. So stop it right now, or you're gonna find yourself gone.
Banned. Gone. Forever.
Got it? I hope that makes sense. Hope you understand what I'm laying down here. My chat is glitched. Hold on.
Who fucking cares?
My chat is glitched. Oh, all of Kick chat is glitched. Great. I can't even reload my Kick page right now. No wonder. I was like, why is my chat glitched? Because Kick is screwed up again. This is becoming a more regular thing, man. It's pretty bad, honestly. How much Kick has been having this issue. It's a really bad ongoing issue. Okay, I finally got it to work. All right, so thank you to DT101 for another 2 gifted subs. I really appreciate that. I don't want anyone getting into arguments over on Kick. Now I'm looking, and if I see it, you're all out. I'm serious. I'm not putting up, I keep telling you guys, I'm not putting up with people treating certain chat rooms like their own little clubhouse where they can bully people who come by and want to hang out. I'm not having it. So if that's what you're over there for, you're in the wrong spot, and you're going to be very sad very soon. Okay. Got to go with East Wing Hall. It's the only thing we can do to continue.
I have all your fucking personal information. I will come find you in real life.
I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. Let this be known it's my
Abdullah says, when Ken or Chun-Li release in Fatal Fury, will I be interested in it? No, I'm not interested in it at all. I have no desire to play it. I'm not going to. Not playing that shit. Okay. Guys, I'm just going to stretch my legs for a sec. But now, guys, we are at $30 of support and half.
Stretching his legs while stretching his bags at the same time. Also running away from Fatal Fury. What a fucking surprise that was.
Been for most of the stream. That has come from only 2 people.
Top contributor tonight will get something in the game named after them. So far, we have one $2 tip from Jerk Store, and that's the top contribution. I was streaming for an hour. The top contributor is $2. So it's not too hard to be top contributor tonight. I'm just saying, like, you have a pretty easy ride here if you want to jump in and, you know, and get something in the game either made or named for in your honor here.
So this is, so in case you're wondering, this is the old format Phil had for naming things. It's also applied to fucking games like Pokemon. Like Pokemon as well. What was that fucking Pokemon game he had? Where he fucking named characters based on his viewers, whatever what they fucking wanted. He would do this kind of strange thing where the top contributor would get the fucking thing named at the end of the stream. So what did that mean? It meant that fucking contributions were slow until the end. So naturally, as you can expect, Phil kind of dropped and abandoned that quickly. Because it meant the most of the stream was dead for him panicking.
You got an easy route because we have not had many contributions come in tonight. Derek said, I wonder if Jerk Store will be top contributor. I mean, if so, that would be...
Who is that I was wondering? So, Derek was wondering if Jerk Store would be top contributor. Let me just make sure I went. So, was that Derek there in your chat, Phil? Wondering that?
You got an easy route because we have not had many contributions come in tonight. Derek said, I wonder if Jerk Store will be top contributor. I mean, if so, that would be the lowest ever contributions ever on a Minecraft stream. No lie. A $2 top contribution. I would think no. I think that's people waiting for the end to try to get that top contribution in. But that would be pretty crazy if that was the biggest contribution of tonight. Holy shit.
Okay? Guys, please support the stream.
You're not mistaken, freaking the artist formerly known as Mr. Door. Yep, Papa Vera, you know, he's actually come back recently, Mr. Papa Vera. And yeah, that was essentially Phil's Minecraft guy. Mr. Papa Vera was essentially given free reign to build things that Phil's own community asked him to build. Phil couldn't do it himself because he didn't have the fucking competency to do it, so Papa Vera didn't do it for him. And so yeah, that's essentially that. There's no other way to describe that. Phil's main activities in Minecraft, especially back then, was fishing, occasionally mining, and just letting Papa Vera build things that his community wanted him to build. You know, it was pretty fucking weird, you know, to see him not even try and get through the game and advance in the game in any serious capacity. I mean, you can play Minecraft how you fucking want, but obviously it's going to be boring to watch if somebody's not making progress whatsoever on anything.
Right? We want to get goals hit. We want to have this marathon. Viewer's choice in the coming week, do we not? So let's keep that momentum going. So I will add that to our tally tonight, and that means we're at 33. That means we're only 1/5 of the goal, and we have an hour left. Okay, guys, so please, let's get some support. Let's pick it up. I know you guys like blueprints. We've been finding so much new stuff already tonight. Let's get some super chat. let's get some memberships. Let's get some subs over on Kick, and let's get some tips. All right? Let's get some support tonight. All right, I just want to stretch my legs. Hold on. Then we'll continue. All right, come on, guys. I'm going to do some shout-outs, some positive shout-outs.
I certainly want to keep the positivity going. I don't want to be negative and say, man, now we dipped and meh.
And some nice celebratory animations for hitting our goal tonight. So please, let's get some support for Blueprints, okay? Thanks for the anonymous $5 tip. I'll have to keep RimWorld in mind. I do believe some people nominated RimWorld for the upcoming Viewer's Choice Marathon event. I don't know if enough nominated it. If you're interested in that, head to my main channel page here of DSP Gaming on YouTube. Head to the Posts tab. Check out the thread for the upcoming Viewer's Choice event and either nominate RimWorld yourself or you can thumb up someone who already has in a post. Okay? And good stuff there. Now, let's get to that marathon. I need to hit 50 goals. We've only hit 41. And this stream, we are definitely lagging in support. Let's get some more support to make it happen, folks. So can I light these torches? Thank you to Steve Martin, $2 super chat. Have $2. Can I see my stomach swell after ice cream? Yes, you can. Thank you, Steve Martin. We're at $40 of support, guys. But sadly, we only got about maybe 20 minutes left on the stream. I really like this run, though. I'm having fun. And we're learning a lot. All right, so let's keep going.
Fun fact, Phil did like 30 plus minutes of overtime. He claims it's because he was on a really good run in this game and didn't want to stop playing. But the reality of the situation is he fucking kept going overtime because he fucking wanted money and it didn't come.
Please support the stream. Last chance, everybody. So 2 of the levers down. We're getting to the point where we might actually get all the levers. So we're making giant advancement in the game. The problem is now we're making all this advancement. Now we don't get any support for the game anymore, right? Now that we're actually doing all this great advancement, now the support slows down when things are picking up. It sucks ass. Well, guys, since we are so far away from hitting our goal tonight, it's very simple. I'm going to...
Oh, wait. We're so far away. Is it time for that special one-time offer only? That one-time only offer, which has come back again for the 716th time?
Offer you all the deal over on Kick.
Who fucking cares?
For 10 subs, I will give you the VIP badge, and for 20 subs, the OG badge, because now's the last chance. We only have 15 minutes left on the stream, basically. So it's our last chance to hit anything, okay? So last chance. Frank, we're not playing Call of Duty tonight, and you're spamming the chat with caps, so goodbye. Please, guys, can we get some support to end the stream? It looks like we're obviously not going to hit the goal.
Nope.
Right? There's nothing I can do about that.
Nope.
We're going super overtime to try to finish this run, everybody. Please, if you can, last-minute support, but I guess we're not getting any. It is what it is. I love this game. I really do. I hope that you guys enjoy me playing this game. I really like it. It sucks that we have a slow night. I really don't want to stop playing it, but...
And remember, he quit playing. There's a game the other night that he is not going to play anymore because the support wasn't there for it. And yet this game still stays in rotation. Phil claimed that if any game doesn't get the support he claims he fucking needs, he has to drop it. Phil claims he needs $150 a day. He justified wage quitting that fucking last game. I can't even mind what the fucking game was, but he justified wage quitting that sumbitch by fucking saying, well, I didn't get the fucking money for it, so therefore he needs to fucking play games that will get the money. This game did not get him the fucking money, didn't even come fucking close to getting the fucking money, and yet Phil was still keeping it in rotation, so his logic makes no fucking sense. It changes from day to fucking day. He has his own fucking... He's always going to his own fucking worst enemy because he's always fucking contradicting himself. Which not only fucking confuses obviously ourselves, but it confuses his own fucking fans. He's probably confusing himself in the same fucking time.
I don't know what else to do, you know. I don't know what to say. Most Tasteless gifted a sub. Thank you, Most Tasteless. Now, Most Tasteless, please stop being rude to other people in the chat. It was messed up that you did that earlier tonight. Bruh. You know that, right? You can't be rude to other chatters. So please don't do that. Thank you for the gifted sub. What's up, Captain DCW? How you doing, man?
He just gave me $5. Stop being a dick, ya dick. Thanks for the $5, ya dick.
This is my last run. We went extra late because it was like a crazy long run, and we unlocked a ton tonight in the game. Sadly, it's the least supported Blueprint stream I've done, which really stinks. Like, I did the best in the game, but it's really hard to get support for this game now that I made it a night stream. All right, guys,
Well, in that case, you know what to fucking do, don't you? If you want support for the game, you move it back to day streams. I actually saw, so there's a comment in Phil's Daily Crap, which we're going to watch some of next, by the way. You decided to move Blueprints to a later stream where people like me can't attend due to time difference, so, you know, which is an excellent fucking point. That's actually, this is the guy who actually does, I think this is the same guy who has been contributing lately for Phil. I think there's an E&S guy who has been wailing at times for Phil during the day streams. We've seen it happen sometimes, especially during the day streams. And here he is here. I wouldn't not be surprised if Phil moves Blueprints back to day streams purely because of what Ian says here in the comments. If Phil moves Blueprints back to day streams, we get a free space. I'm calling it. If he announces that after, you know, he's going to have it go back to being a day stream, we get a free space.
well, I did my best. I hope that I entertained you. I hope that you saw a lot in the game and you enjoyed it tonight.
Nope.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened with support. I do want to keep this in the rotation. Despite the fact that we're having a slow night, I'm hoping it's just a one-off. And hopefully things go well next time. But that's it for tonight. Let's end the night. What a night, right? All right, guys. Thank you for watching Blueprints extended stream as we did a crazy long run. And I hope to see you next time. It looks like we're getting pretty close to the end, right? It seems like at least we're getting pretty close to being able to figure out what the ending is. So maybe soon. But thanks for watching. For those who did, hopefully we can hit goals next time. If you watch this on demand after the fact, remember you could use super thanks on the videos. It helps a lot too. Okay.
Even begging for super thanks. Jesus Christ! And spoil it, he got none. As far as I'm aware, I don't think he got any anyway. I'll need to check that. But as far as I can tell, he got none.
Okay. All right. I'll see you all next time. Peace out. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, it is what it is. We did not hit the goal, which sucks because we're trying to get this marathon going, and we didn't even get close to the goal. We didn't even get a third of the way to the goal.
Who fucking
And that really
cares?
stinks. But it's life, I guess. I guess you can't hit it every single time, right? All right, well,
I want to say thanks to everyone who hung out with me. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a good time. I don't know what happened with contributions tonight. They were like incredibly bad. Like the slowest contributions on a stream I've done in probably 2 months. Like no exaggeration. I have no idea why.
Try me, you fucker. Phil has definitely gotten super thanks before. I've seen it on some of his pages. He's definitely gotten super thanks before. Has he said anything in his chat apart from just being there? It turned up eventually, he said hello, and then fucking like nothing else happened, it seems. They just turn and say hello, that was it. Hold on, did they actually talk? Did they engage in conversation with anyone, or did they just fucking turn up and say hello, and that was it? Yeah, that's all I said, good morning all. And that was it. No room for conversation. No, how are you guys doing today? Just hello. Anyway, we fast forward to the daily crap. And yeah. I've gone past the board and stuff, and basically we just got to the part where he just complains about money. Shocking, I know.
the problem was there was almost no support. And that really sucked. Like, I think people were watching, people were here engaging, but by the end of the night, I only had about $40. That's awful. I mean, that's the same thing that happened.
How the hell is $40 for a night stream awful? Well, you streamed for 2 hours, or technically it's 3 hours, but you fucking chose to fucking do overtime, and you got $40 back for it. That's not a bad return. You know, if I do a fucking bingo stream and I get $40, I'm fucking whistling Dixie. I'm thinking that's a fucking very good stream for me. But Phil though, and the day stream as well, Phil during the day stream got over 150. Phil got pretty much $200 given to him yesterday, both streams combined. And he is a sad boy because he wanted more, because it's never going to be enough.
happened to Disco Elysium last time, right? Now, at the very least, with Blueprints, we do have an audience showing up that's engaging and being part of the streams. But it was very disappointing to see the support dip this much. I want to keep playing the game. I love the game. But I need people to actually show up and support the game. One way you could do that, if you're someone who's watching it on demand after the fact, please leave a super thanks on, you know, the video on YouTube, or you could show up on a future stream, and if you tip and you're like, hey, I want to contribute now.
Okay, for a future stream, Phil, is this for the content you made before or whatever for elsewhere? Now I need to check his fucking videos that he made for fucking Blueprints and see if anyone actually did fucking super thanks him. Let's see this shit. I don't even know if we're going to play it. Is there any super thanks? There's not a singular comment has been approved for part 12, and it's only got 141 views. Wow. Part 13. 222 views, one single comment just saying can't wait for more, but it's not a super thanks. Yeah, Phil didn't get what he asked for. Boo fuckity hoo for him. It's that's a shame. That's tragic for Phil Burnell, isn't it? Isn't that just a real shame? Isn't that a real kick in the fucking balls?
Now, because I really like Blueprints, sorry I couldn't be there live, then I'll understand. But the truth is, if I keep playing Blueprints, and now we're going to have these nights where we're not even close to hitting my support goals, it sucks, but we may have to move on. It is a lengthy game. At this point, I'm so many parts in, and we're at the point where it looks like we're going to enter the antechamber. We're going to start solving actual, like, questions about the game. But I can't do it unless, you know, we actually get the support to do it. So, it sucked tonight because we didn't hit the goal. You know, I was hoping to have full throttle momentum towards doing our marathon of Viewer's Choice. I was hoping to actually do it this weekend. The fact that we didn't even hit the goal tonight probably means we're not going to do it this weekend. Okay? Anyway, still good. I'm going to upload all the gameplay of Oblivion and of Blueprints right now. And tomorrow is my final streaming day of the week, FYI. I am off Thursday and Friday of this week. So tomorrow is going to be a chill podcast in the morning, followed by more Clear Obscure Expedition 33. And the good news is it's going to actually be story progress. Last time it was all like side content. This time I'm focusing on the story. So hopefully we can have good story progression and good stuff tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, it's my Lego build, okay? It's the Piranha Plant Part 2. We're going to do the second half, which is the giant Piranha Plant's head. And I'm hoping that people will actually show up, engage, and support with that, because if they do, and we hit the goal tomorrow night of support, this will lock in that I'm doing another Lego build in May. You know, so far it's been going good. We had the Lego...
Can you imagine him getting no support in Lego as well, and him just fucking throwing the Lego in fury? I'm desperately trying to pick up this fucking very heavy Lego piece, which is heavy for him because his fucking noodle arms, try to chuck it against the wall, but it fucking just flops down to the floor because he can barely fucking throw it with his fucking noodle arms, and just, yeah. We might get a wage quit a fucking Lego, which would be fucking legendary. Imagine Phil wage quitting fucking Lego.
Build back in February/March of the Succulent. We had the Minecraft build earlier this month for my birthday. We now have this build. If we get the support tomorrow night, I will commit. We'll do another build in May. Not sure what it'll be yet, but we can figure it out together, okay? So please, tomorrow, show up, engage, and support with the content. We needed these goals to get this marathon going. I would like to do it maybe Sunday, Monday at the latest. It'd be great if we could. Thank you to everyone who showed up to my stuff. Have a good night. See you tomorrow for my final streaming day of the week. Peace out.
So that was the last half of the trap, just him begging profusely. Look, Phil was given fake memberships. CD received a gifted membership by Namtrons5. Namtrons5. But Phil has immediately said it's a fake membership. Why? Why is that a detractor meme? Was that a detractor name? So Phil has dismissed this as a fake. Like, what's fake about it? Like, how does Phil know immediately that this is some nefarious individual at play here? Like, I'm trying to... Oh, wait. I just realised. You do that backwards. You've got to read this backwards. So, Namtrons5 is backwards for 5 Snortman. I don't know why the name is 5 Snortman backwards. But yeah, you've got to read it back to front. 5 Snortman. Well, it's gifted Phil 50 memberships. Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck? It's still, I know it's like, it's Argentinian memberships, of course, you know what I mean, but it's still, I know it's not a lot of money for Phil because they're using a VPN to fucking do it. It's still a waste of fucking money. It's still a waste of a couple of bucks, in my opinion, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it's just weird, you know? I just, even doing this sort of fucking thing, which makes him upset, however, it still gives Phil money at the end of the fucking day. You know, it's just bizarre. But yeah, 5 Snort, man. Gifting Phil 50 fucking memberships, Jesus Christ. There you fucking go. Any more fresh kick bans? I just can't realise we're we're ready to start fucking bingo, and Phil's really delaying. He's really taking his time. Oh shit, we have a few more. Said goal 1,500 times in 30 days was banned by there's no way. There is no way Phil said goal 1,500 times in 30 days. Let me fucking try and verify this. Let me try and fucking verify this. Where's the fucking thing on Pig Go? Hold on, I'm on Pig Go right now. Friend. You son of a bitch. In April of 2025, Phil said the word goal 1,553 times. You son of a bitch. That is a factual observation, and they were banned for a factual observation. Phil has never said the word goal more than... My god. My god. So said goal 1,500 times in 30 days was banned by DSP, as well as 1,500 begs in April. Can't stream 5... Can't stream 5, one thick skin, by the way. Said goal 1,500... Wow. Who came up with a 1,500 thing? I assume it's ALT. I assume ALT might name dropped it or something, like, cause that's the sort of thing that ALT would reference, I think. But that is ridiculous. That is just insanity. Wait, hold on 2 seconds. Go here. I'll just make sure we got fucking Twitter ready to go as well. Fuck me, man. I already had fucking Twitter going. I didn't realize Twitter was up anyway. How the hell? How the hell does that happen? I've got no idea. I have no idea. But Phil's about to start. Well, Phil's going to start the thing. How about we start our own fucking thing? We have some bingo to play today, of course. But of course, to do bingo, we need to try and get a number for the bingo board for the screen. So the very first number, very first number in chat. Just, I'm not going to fuck around. First past the post. Whoever fucking wins. First number gets to pick the number for the bingo card. The very first number in chat I saw was from Steve from Latvia, who said 56, and as you can see, it's on the screen as well, you can see it in the chat window as well below the bingo board. Steve from Latvia was the very first number, so there you go. 56 was said, fantastic. I'm going to type that in here, the random number generator for the bingo card. And this is today's bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following. We need Phil to do a YRT pose, him discussing food in some capacity, him saying react, him bumping the microphone, and him saying admittedly. The second was Phil saying day off, you guys are wrong, okay, and example. Let me just pause Phil for a second here. Well, we build up some speed up juice. There's Purple Aki in Phil's usual chat. There we go. They're a strange person at times, you know. Purple Aki's one of those guys that like to float around on the tractor streams. They also like to float around on Phil streams. They play both sides to a certain degree, you know what I mean? You know, they kind of play both sides. But well, each to their own, I guess, each to their own. The third round about the bingo card is Phil to do siege mode, which is where he folds and crosses his arms. Him mocking his own chat, him saying marathon, him saying what the fuck are you talking about, and him saying you know what I mean. The fourth row is Phil burping, him giving something like an old fashioned leaning ban, him saying catch missions, nervous, and clown mode. In fact, I'm going to tick that right now, because Phil has banned multiple people today. And we have evidence of it. The fifth and final row is Phil doing the hand graphs, which is where he's demonstrating something either going up or down in numerical values in his hands. Let me say fun, goal, fuck, and finally, nonsense. So there we go. That is today's bingo card we have for today's show. The good news is we actually have one free space immediately because it carried over from yesterday. You know, we had an extra free space from the bingo antics from yesterday, so it carries over today's bingo instead. So we started today immediately with one free space for the bingo board. There's a variety of ways we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house bingo board, and for that we need Phil to do the following. If Phil burps, sips, or snorts 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that too gives us a free space. If we get 5 new or rejoining members to the bingo streams, that also gives us a free space. And finally, in my opinion, the best way for us to get free spaces on our beloved bingo board, if we manage to get 50 likes on the stream before we finish playing bingo, that gives us 1 free space. If we manage to get 75 likes on the bingo streams before we finish playing bingo, that gives us 2 free spaces. And if we manage to get 100 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only do we get 3 free spaces, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on stream. So you guys are in full direct control of some of the ways we can get free spaces on our bingo board, but the rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as him begging like the little bitch that he fucking is. There's a couple more things to go, of course, but I'm going to let Phil Burnell explain that for me.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy, any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thank you, Phil. Yeah, fucking wonky-eyed prick for explaining that to everyone. And actually, as well as a link to the community post being in the description, I've also set up a command. If you just type in !marbles in the chat, you'll also be given a link to the post. I'll demonstrate this right now. I'll type it in the chat, and it should also come up with a link to the community post as well. There you go there. So there it is. Fine working order. So that's I was thinking of making it automatic, but I feel like it's too annoying. I mean, how annoying is it when fucking Phil's Nightbot fucking spams his own chat, you know what I mean? Every 5 fucking minutes. You know, it's an annoying fucking feature. But yeah, if you type in !marbles, you get a link to the community post as well. So there you fucking go. Good stuff indeed. So, of course, the last thing to talk about, of course, is that bingo prize fund. The bingo prize fund is currently sitting at 534. If you want a chance of winning half of that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure, as I said, you have your own fucking marble set in place. That bingo prize fund is made up of a variety of different things. For example, a quarter of the YouTube income I make every single month goes towards that bingo prize fund. Also, every time you get a full house on the bingo board, it adds $10 to the bingo prize fund as well. Every Friday, we have these challenging marble courses. We try and complete these very difficult marble courses. And if we get one singular marble completing any of these free courses, it adds $10 per course completed to the bingo prize fund. And finally, tips. 100% of tips I get when we're watching bingo goes towards the bingo streams, no matter how big or small. So there we go. That's what the bingo prize fund is made up of. And if you want a chance, of course, as I said, of winning half of that bingo prize fund, you've got to be in it to win it, as the old saying goes. So it's not too late to get your own marble. You got basically until the end of today's bingo stream, you know, the bingo itself, to get your own fucking marble. Because once bingo ends, I'll be adding the names, the latest names, when setting up the marble stream afterwards. So yeah, I mean, but it's all the same stream, you know, marble stream, bingo stream, it's all the same stream. After bingo's all over, I then fucking just, you know, pip a be right back screen, go to comments, add the marbles, the names for the marbles, and then we play some marbles. And we pick a winner for the month for fucking April. So there we go. I think I've gone over everything. The only thing left for me to do, really, is just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us into battle once more.
Shut your hole.
Okay. On that note, it is time for some bingo. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
What is up, everyone? It is the final streaming day of the week and of the month. I hope that you're all in good spirits, because today we're gonna have a nice chill show. We've got a couple of news stories, including a DLC announcement as well as a game delay. But outside of that, we're pretty much set and ready for the month of May. So we will reminisce about all the fun stuff that we did this month. We'll talk about the upcoming near future and probably do a lot of Q&A before we jump into Claire Obscure Expedition 33. So sit back and relax. It's time for a month-ending fun episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Who fucking cares? Let's just get past that fucking shite. There we go. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I was toying with an idea. I showed this off to the members earlier on. I'm not going to implement it today, but I'm thinking of implementing it by the time bingo returns in May. Is that another? Okay, it's the member bomb. Why didn't Phil ban the member? Well, not the guy that gets to fill all these memberships. Phil didn't ban them. I don't know why Phil didn't, because when you ban somebody, it stops membership coming in, I think. But for whatever reason, it didn't fucking ban them. Anyway, I have a new thing I'm thinking of implementing once we come back from Phil's little fucking mini break. I want to have a free space. If Phil mentions Jade, I want to get a free space for it. And of course, if that happens, then that would be you'd know it's a free space because you would hear this.
Squeak, squeak, a free space.
So there we go. I was thinking of like implementing that for any time Phil name drops Jade and gives us a free space on Bingo because of it, you know. So if that's to your liking, then I'll try and implement that for the very next time we're doing Bingo. So yeah. Anyway, let's crack on Bingo. We've got 2 TikToks so far, and we have 1 free space already. We've got 1 free space already because of yesterday. So let's get on with the fucking show.
Hello. What is going on, everyone? Today is Wednesday, the 30th of April, 2025. I'm DSP. This is the Level 1 podcast, and it has been a fun month, has it not? I was just kind of sitting back here and reminiscing about everything going on, all right? And basically, I was looking at, you know, all the games that we played and the good variety that we did this month. Ups and downs for sure, but a pretty good month, you know? Between balancing out ongoing playthroughs like Atom Fall and starting up surprise playthroughs like Oblivion Remastered, the shocking and good release of Blueprints, which I don't think anyone expected to actually be good, but it ended up being really, really good. Okay? Burger. And all kinds of other fun stuff. You know, ongoing gameplay of games like Call of Duty, the return of Minecraft, which I don't think anyone actually even expected.
Who
It
fucking
has been a pretty
cares?
awesome month. Even though, on paper, if you actually look at the releases for this month, like here's what we were looking at for this month. Seriously, this is what was in my release dates. South of Midnight, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, and Clair Obscure Expedition 33. That's all I had in my game release schedule for April. So again, on paper, the month looked terrible, but because of some of the things that we decided to do and because of some like shocking releases, it actually ended up being a pretty darn good month. And so I just want to say thank you to everyone who here in April, you know, started with a bang with my big birthday marathon and just continued on in a great, you know, streak of fun games, streams, and support. And I really appreciate that. I mean, let's be honest, the cherry on the icing here was becoming a partner on Kick, being part of the KCIP program, meaning that every single day when I'm streaming on Kick, I actually get paid to stream. Yeah. And, you know, I know some people would say, well, how much is it? It greatly varies. It depends on how many people are there. It depends on how long I'm streaming. It depends on like 5 factors, I think. But I don't really control it. All I do is stream. And so, hey, even making a few extra bucks an hour streaming is awesome. So it's been amazing. You know, it really has been. And I've really enjoyed myself this month. The way I see it is thus. If we're having a month where almost nothing was really coming out that was of high profile, right? And it was a great month, right? Between all the streams, the gameplay, everything we did, it was still a great month. Can you imagine what's going to happen with some of these months coming up later this year where we actually have big releases, hype moments, and awesome stuff planned, right? Can you imagine how awesome it's going to be if GTA 6 actually releases this year? How crazy that'll be? That's got to be one of the most hype events in gaming history. And I can just imagine we're going to have people coming back who haven't watched me in years to come watch my playthrough of that, you know? So this is going to be a pretty exciting
Who
year,
fucking cares?
for me and for gaming in general, and I'm excited for the future. I really am. So I just want to say thank you. April was a great month from start to finish. Great fun gameplay, awesome chill streams. Again, bringing back so many awesome things that we were doing, you know, over the course of the month, like Minecraft, Lego streams, etc. But also starting up new projects, new exciting things. Right? It was really, really cool.
Who fucking
So,
cares?
oh, by the way, someone thinks you're making $20 an hour on Kick. They would be grossly, ridiculously over-exaggerating. Number one, you got to understand that I am in the Kick Partner program, but I'm a co-streamer. So what that means is I make half as much as anyone who is a full-time Kick streamer only. Okay, if you exclusively stream on Kick, you can make a lot more, but I'm co-streaming. So therefore, you only make that 50%. And in addition to that, like I said, it varies greatly depending on your viewership, you know, what you're streaming and other things. Like I don't know their formula because they don't actually make it public, but I can tell you some streams that I've been streaming, I made like almost nothing per hour. And then other streams, I actually made a good amount per hour. And then sometimes it's in the middle and it doesn't seem to have any consistency. Like there's no way you can predict what you're going to make, but anything extra is good. You know, like that is a huge asset to me. Like I said, on a month like this month where I was just kind of treading water and doing random games here and there, can you imagine when I get to a month when there will be big high profile releases and people will be coming to check out, you know, new hardware launches and new game releases?
You know what? I just kind of thought of something here. So, I think Kick Chat have a fucking opportunity here to call Phil's bluff here to a certain extent. He threatened to ban the entirety of Kick Chat last night because apparently there was some sort of little civil war going on in Phil's chat during that fucking night stream. But Phil literally might be in a situation here where he can't afford to ban all of his Kick Chat. If he bans all of his Kick Chat, he makes far less fucking money. You know? So it's in his own best interest to not ban his fucking Kick Chat because it means Phil will keep making more money. So, Kick Chat have a chance to just call his bluff in that situation.
And like I said, GTA 6, holy crap, that's going to be so epic, I can't wait. So, thank you guys, really. Yes, it is actually my final streaming day of the month, because today's the last day of the month, but it's also my final streaming day of this consecutive week, because it's a very short week for me. I actually have 2 days off coming up because of scheduling, you know, with appointments and stuff. I had to have these next 2 days off. But when I come back next week on Saturday, all right, which isn't really next week, but it's my next streaming week, it's 7 straight days of streams. That's going to be crazy. We're going to make tons of progress in the games I'm playing. We're going to have time to actually do other things that we haven't done in a while. So we're starting off with Call of Duty, which I haven't played in a couple of weeks. We're definitely going to put that in the rotation. We may have extra time for more streams of games like Blueprints, or maybe we could try a different new indie game, something like that. We're definitely going to have time for a couple streams of Minecraft. So it's going to be a great week, and I'm very excited for it. I hope that you guys are too. Of course, all of this is capitalized and emphasized and hyped up by the marathon, okay? So FYI, we are there. We have hit the milestone where now when we get to the 50 goals of support hit, it is time for the return of a fun marathon, which is viewer's choice per your request. You said, we want viewer's choice, and I said, ask and you shall receive. So right now, you guys are nominating games for viewer's choice, all right? And you might say, well, what games have been nominated so far? A wide variety of games have been nominated. Let's just take a quick look at some of them. Hold on one second, because I don't know if this is going to be on. Okay, I'm in a weird spot because I moved my camera for Claire Obscure, but I'll be on this side for some reason while we do this. So FYI, here's just some of the games that have been nominated. Lost Records Tape 2. Okay, then. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Seems a lot of people want to see me try this game. What? This is an idiot. This isn't even a game, so get out of here. Counter-Strike 2. I didn't even, you know, people have mentioned that to me.
That was a live leaving ban. That was a live leaving ban. We appreciate a detail-oriented and restrictive criteria for this poll. This should make for a great viewer's choice. That had 149 thumbs up. And Phil's like, this guy's an idiot. Ban them.
This is an idiot. This isn't even a game, so get out of here. Counter-Strike 2. I didn't even, you know, people have mentioned that to me. That Counter-Strike 2 is out. And I didn't even know. I was like, what? Counter-Strike 2? So apparently that's one there. Chess again, the return of chess. I don't know what cell damage is. Finished some of the Five Nights at Freddy's games. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake. That was one that actually was nominated last time for viewer's choice, but didn't make it. Dave the Diver, Mountain Blade Warband or Bannerlord. Sex with Hitler. How about ban from YouTube? Here we go.
I mean, that is actually a game on Steam, I think. I don't think Phil understands. So yeah. I think, oh my god.
Warband or Bannerlord.
Yeah, if you search Steam for that game, you will find, I think, that game. You know, so... oh my god. I just love how Phil assumes it's a troll. I mean, it could be a troll, but it's a legitimate game as far as I'm aware. Now, hold on a second, just 2 seconds. Let me just confirm this. Let me just confirm this. Yep, it's a fucking game. Jesus Christ, man. Let's go to our source of all information on the Wikipedia. Sex with Hitler. Me, man. Oh, I need to build up some speed up juice, so fuck it. So Phil banned this game suggestion. Sex with Hitler is a 2022 pornographic isometric shooter visual novel, a video game but developed by Romantic Room, wherein the player takes control of Adolf Hitler, dictator of... I love how they had to clarify who Adolf Hitler was. Just in case people were not aware of who the fuck Adolf Hitler was, Wikipedia makes sure you fucking know. He was a dictator of Nazi Germany, okay. And he's tasked with dating 4 women of various ethnicities. Oh, balls. Jesus Christ. The game received generally negative reviews, with critics disputing the game's portrayal of Hitler as having 2 testicles, as well as deeming it poorly animated and unerotic. I love that. Like, oh, people are furious because they fucking gave Hitler 2 balls. That is not accurate. He only had 1 ball. Ein Ball. Not zwei. Jesus fucking Christ, man. You scroll. I love this, man. You scroll over all these fucking different things, man. The possibility that Adolf Hitler had only 1 testicle has been a fringe subject among historians and academics researching a Nazi leader. Rumour may be an urban myth, possibly originating from the contemporary British military song "Hitler has only got 1 ball." I just love how these days it is kind of widely accepted as a fact. You know, like you fucking play like Sniper Elite and you get a chance to fucking shoot Hitler, they fucking make sure that Hitler's only got 1 fucking ball. Have people ever heard the fucking song, by the way? The Hitler only has 1 ball song? I feel like I should try and find it for you guys. Hold on. Jesus, man. It's a British World War II song. Oh my god. What the things, what the fuck? This is some... Right, if you've never heard it before, right. Well, that's... No, that's a year. Jesus.
What's up?
So thank you to Prop for the super chat. It says, what do you call an alien with 3 balls? E.T. the extra testicle. Nah, that's a good one. I see what you fucking did there, you clever bastard. Is it the tune? There you go.
Has only got one Hungary, as to the very small Hitler, has something similar, a core of Goebbels, as Goebbels has all.
Yeah, so that's pretty much how the British won the World War. Nothing to do with the Americans or whatever, you know, that's how Britain won the World War II. That song. I mean, yeah, sure, there's a couple of atom bombs in between, whatever, but the fact of the matter is, the British fucking made it a fucking legacy where the entire fucking world believed that Adolf Hitler only has one fucking singular testicle. Is it true? Is it not true? It may never ever be known for absolute certainty, but the simple truth is, history is written by the winners. And the Nazi Germany didn't win that fucking war, so everyone fucking believes.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Everyone believes that Hitler only has one fucking ball. Bruce Phil, thank you very much for popping their 13-month bingo banner membership message and saying, Gory, Gory, what a hell of a way to die. I know his song. Don't know actually. I might need to hang on. Let me search this as well. Gory, what a hell of a way to die. Let's see if I recognise it. I'll just go with the top one. It's the most popular one. This is a long song. This is not just a wee tune.
He was just a rookie trooper and he surely shook with pride.
I have heard this one. I have heard this one. I have heard this one, definitely, yeah. Jesus, man. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I definitely heard this one, yeah. We'll listen to it a wee bit. We'll listen to it a little bit, okay?
He was just a rookie trooper and he surely shook with pride. He checked on his equipment and made sure his pack was tied. He had to sit and listen to those awful engines roar. You ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, Gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, Gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, Gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more.
Anyway, I'll stop it there, you know. There's also like a few more, several verses, whatever, you know, but there we go. Cool, it says it's a common thing to sing at Fort Bragg. There you go. It's one of those things where it's one of those kind of things, like, if we are fortunate, if we are lucky enough, I say we, and I mean like as a collective we, our generation. When I say our generation, I mean basically people didn't fucking have to experience what World War II was like, and the horrible fucking things that people went through during that fucking situation. You know what I mean? Just fucking fighting for king and country and all that fucking shit, you know what I mean? Hopefully people never fucking have to experience that sort of fucking thing again. There are people like, fucking what's going on in Ukraine right now, that they're trying to fucking fight to survive, where the fucking Russians try to fucking take their fucking land off and all that shit as well. It's remnants, it's like this. It's modern times, but some of the fucking some of the scenes are quite reminiscent of what happened like fucking, I think, you know, 80 years ago. We just try to fucking cling on to fucking land as much as fucking possible and all that shit, you know what I mean? It's just I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me that like these days people don't understand, and I'll never understand, you won't understand either. Our ancestors understand, of course, what sort of horrors they went through. You know, back in the fucking day, just and for what? For fucking king and country, for fucking land, I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, all this because fucking Hitler had one ball, and Phil banned the sex game.
Shiverin ALS girlfriend tipped £1. Shiver, 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 my boyfriend,
Oh, God.
Jade, got his own free space. I'm so proud of him. Sorry, but is it cold in here?
Jesus Christ, man. What a bizarre fucking message. Yes, Jade has his own free space. Ever an ALS girlfriend? Wait, what? I have so many questions. One, Jade has a girlfriend? Is she also on wheels or inflatable, or is she a functional, or why is she cold? Why is she shivering? Has she been receiving ice buckets? I'm so confused with that message. I don't understand. I feel like there's a lot of context I'm missing there. Oh hell. But Jesus, man. I feel like that's a bit of a dark. That's a dark one. I feel, yeah, Jesus, man. Is it? Oh fuck me. Yes, but Jade does have his own free space. Like, you know, in future bingos, if Phil mentions Jade, then yeah, we'll get a free space for that, and also get to enjoy this text speech thing as well.
Squeak, squeak, a free space.
There we go. So yeah, in future, so if Phil name drops Jade, we get a free space cause happy days indeed. But thank you for the tip. That wee random fucking derailment was because Phil banned somebody because Phil was asking for games to play. Phil saw somebody suggest Sex with Hitler, and Phil thought they just were fucking trolling and didn't realise it was a fucking game. There's an actual game called Sex with Hitler. Now, Phil would never play it. Phil would play it, obviously. It's a fucking pornographic game, you know? But I think Phil thought the guy was fucking just telling him to have sex with Hitler. So, yeah, we derailed ourselves to prove it was right, and then just randomly we just fucking discovered. It's just funny. It's still funny to me how the world believes Hitler has one ball, partially because a fucking song that the British fucking sang.
Sex with Hitler? How about a band from YouTube? Here we go. Crusader Kings, Fear and Hunger 1 or 2. Sadly, I can't play Fear and Hunger because it apparently has adult content, but I'll leave it on there anyway. American Truck Simulator, someone had mentioned that the other day. And then as we scroll down, you're going to see lots of different ones, okay? With various levels of thumbs up. Oh, here's another one. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake. So I'm going to have to add that with the other one. So the way it works is you nominate a game, and then people can also nominate the game in a separate post, or they can thumb up your nomination. And the games that are most nominated are going to make it into a final poll, which you guys are going to vote on, okay? And that poll will determine what games actually make it into the marathon. And the way it works is typically during one of these marathons, I play around 4 games. And it's fun because it's good variety. And sometimes if I like a game enough, we end up turning it into a full playthrough on the channel. So you can see it keeps going. It's like endless amounts of nominations. So here's the deal. If you want to see your game or your nomination make it to the marathon, I strongly advise not only posting it up, but trying to rally people to your cause. You know, the more people who like your nomination, that's going to get it chance increased as we're going to play during the marathon. Okay, you never know how the poll's going to go because there's going to be a final poll as well. But the more nominations, the better. So get to it if you haven't yet. Nominate games over there, okay? And that will be running until the weekend, probably Saturday-ish, maybe Sunday. And then I will say, okay, enough nominations. Time to tally up, you know, the nominations and all of that. And then we'll do a poll, and you guys will vote for a day or two. And the most, you know, voted for games will be the ones that we play during the marathon. Now you might say, that's great. When's the marathon? I don't know. The marathon timing is dependent on you. It depends on when we hit 50 goals of support, but it also depends on scheduling. For example, I said I'm here for 7 days straight. So that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay? Typically, marathons do much better when I...
Hang on a second. Is him counting the days of the week on his fingers hand graphs? Or is that a bit of a stretch?
But it also depends on scheduling. For example, I said I'm here for 7 days straight. So that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
You see why I think it might be kind of hand graph territory, because he's literally using his hands to demonstrate how many days there are. I mean, he's counting days. He's using his hands to count. I would argue it's hand graphs because he's actually using his fingers to count days. Yeah, I'm taking that. I'm fucking taking that. I don't care. There we go.
Burger.
I'm taking that. That's because like he's holding up 6. Like, I counted the 6 using my fingers, and here we go. I counted it. I'm going to show you guys. Oh, it's 7.
Okay. Typically, marathons do much better when I do them on weekends. Why? Because a lot of people have either school or work off on weekends. They have more time to plan for it ahead of time, stuff like that. In this case, because of the timing, okay, unless we get an incredible amount of support. All right, so we're talking I would have to hit 9 more goals between now and like Sunday, right? If we get 9 more goals between now and Sunday, then yeah, we could do the marathon on Sunday. And that's like, for me, my opinion is that would be perfect timing. Sunday would be the perfect day because more people would be here, food, booze, variety of games. It would be a great positive festive vibe to start the month of May. But
Prophet is not taking it, Prophet says it's not a hand grasp because it's not scaling up and down. That is kind of true enough as well. It's true. Shit, you can see why hand grasps are a bit contentious sometimes. You know what? Fine. We untick it. We'll untick the bastard. We'll untick the bastard. That's a fair point.
I don't think we're going to hit 9 goals between now and Sunday. I mean, we would have to have a massive rallying. And the thing is, this week actually has been on the slower side. For example, this week,
You did not just fucking say that. You did not just fucking say that this week for you has been on the fucking slower side. Are you out your fucking goddamn tiny piggy mind? This week's been on the fucking slower side. Get the fuck out of here. A couple of days ago I made $600 in a single day. 4 goals hitting 1 fucking single day, 2 for each fucking stream. Get the fuck out of here.
I have less than 30 gifted subs over on Kick, which is insanely slow for me. Usually I have way more than that. So because of that, I don't see that real momentum happening. All right. So realistically, I'm thinking that I probably will be hitting the goal maybe around the middle of next week. I mean, that's it. If you say, let's say I hit every goal, 1 a stream. There'd be 2 today, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, 2 Monday. We'd probably hit it around Tuesday. But that's assuming we hit a goal every single stream, which doesn't happen. Then again, sometimes we hit multiple goals a stream, and that's not predictable. Like, you just don't know, right? So all that being said, let's see what happens. It's this simple. The more you support, the more goals hit, the sooner the marathon happens. I would love to do it on the weekend, but it would take probably a miracle for that to happen.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, Prophet is wearing a crown right now because he's calling the shots. It's hard to deny that. You want to see Prophet's crown. Prophet's wearing a crown. Guess where he's been. You'll never guess where Prophet's been to. I'll give you 3 fucking guesses. Sadly, his local Burger King didn't have any more fucking inflatable fucking crowns. They're blaming it on the tariffs, so it had to be cardboard only. But there we fucking go. Yeah, that's a fake crown.
Have to have 1 or several very generous individuals to come by and support, whether it's Kick, YouTube, or a tip or whatever. We'd have to have a giant amount of support. And I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. Never say never, because every time that I say something like that, all of a sudden people shock me. And quite frankly, this whole last 8-9 months has been amazing. It's life-changing. Now I have a much better setup. We have flexibility to do whatever we need to do on any stream, whether it's a PC game, a console game, no matter how much it costs, what the availability is. I've been able to spend some more time with my wife, which has been great. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days where I get to spend time with her, which I don't normally get to do. And it's been amazing. So I never would have told you that this would have happened in the last 9 months. I never would have guessed, okay? And it has. So, like I said, never say never. Let's see what happens over the next several days. But this would be a good time to get started. For example, last night on the Blueprint stream, support was incredibly slow. But I think that's a symptom of, number 1, Blueprint's now being a night stream when normally it was a day stream. And number 2, the fact of the kind of game that it is. You'll every once in a while get someone who really likes that kind of game coming by, but it's not going to be consistent, right? So let's get back on track today. You guys have really liked Expedition 33. Me too. I love Expedition 33. I think it's an outstanding, original, fun game. I can't wait to play it today. All right, so let's get it going. Let's stick around after this podcast to enjoy the game. And also, let's get some support rolling if we can. Let's see if we can hit some of these goals and get to this marathon, right?
Who fucking cares?
Cheers. Awesome. 1 second. My curtains are slightly open and the sun is starting to come through because Jasper was in here yesterday and jumping in the window. I just want to fix that quickly because it's distracting.
Jesus Christ. The sunlight's coming close to hitting my skin and I'm almost fucking going to burn. Piggy prick. We got a free space for Beggs already. So that's has got 2 free spaces so far. 1 for Beggs and 1 that carried over from yesterday. How long has it taken to fucking close the curtains? Seriously? Is he trapped? Is he stuck? Oh, there you go.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So also I should bring this up because today is my final streaming day of the week. I'll be gone for the next couple of days. When I come back, we'll be a couple days in, or a few days into May. So that means when I come back on Saturday, my backdrop will be refreshed.
Who
we will have
cares?
new things behind me. So for example, there won't be a Pac-Man sign, there won't be a Metroid Lego, there won't be a Minecraft Lego, and these guys from McDonald's will be gone. Okay? Instead, there will be new stuff behind me to celebrate the new month. Also, I think I'm going to swap out some of the panels. I'll probably swap out the blue for the black again for the month. For for variety's sake. Okay, so it will be a refreshed setup for the month of May. Will look a little different. What I'm planning to do is tonight finish the Lego build of the piranha plant, and I want to put the piranha plant in the background for May. I think that would be cool. So, excellent. I'm excited for the new fresh one starting on Saturday. Okay, all right. A couple shout outs to do. We got Tag, 7 months as a member here on the channel, says, hey DSP, Expedition 33 is game of the year. A lot of people are saying as such. So far, I'm really enjoying the game. You know, I'm not going to be hasty and start saying stuff like that, but at the very same time, I'm really enjoying the game, and every single time that I have played it, I've actually liked it a little more. Like, it's growing on me the more I play it. It really is reminding me strong vibes of, like, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 13, but also Lost Odyssey. And those are good comparisons I'm making, you know? I mean, yeah, there's some things bad about those too, but very good, you know, very, very good vibes of the game. I love the visuals. I love the story. It's completely unique. Nothing cliche. The gameplay elements, which is turn-based with all these different things per character, but then also you got the dodging, the parrying mechanics. It's really neat. And the more I play, the more I'm enjoying myself. So, yeah, I'm there with you, Tag. We'll see what happens by the end of this year. But this one right now is a front runner. And, you know, I'm going to say this, too. As skeptical as I was when I first heard it and when I first started playing it, I'm going to argue that Blue Prince is also insanely good. The more I play it, the more I like it. Now, when we're doing these runs in Blueprints, I'm, like, getting so much progress and discovering so much more in the story and in the gameplay.
Don't fucking care who fucking asked. Guys, I'm going to be right back. Okay, just 2 seconds. Enjoy some Scottish Otters. I'll be right back.
It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even tell you another cuisine that tastes like that. But it's so good. And you know, what I like about Mediterranean food is usually when you get it, you get such a good variety of stuff. Like I got some, it came with hummus and pitas. You dip the pitas in the hummus, and that was delicious. Robust, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give you this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. Robust. It came with their rice, which is the seasoned rice. The tastes, again, it tastes kind of different from other cultural rices. It has peas and carrots, but it's also got this unique seasoning in it that's really good. And then also a side salad, which was like lettuce, tomato, onion, robust, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give you this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. 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 We went and got dinner. Now, this was a double-edged sword. We knew that the restaurant we were going to was probably going to be good. It was a very high-end, Chinese-style, Asian fusion-style restaurant, okay? It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tips goal on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up?
I think I saw that we're back now. You know, I just had a wee commotion. The door went not such. So just wanted to go see what it was. You know what I mean? The door fucking went, but it's all good. Right, well, let's get back to some bingo, shall we? No, I'm not ordering Burger King. I seen your fucking wee tiny crown. I thought, yes, I must have burger. Nah, you'll be shocked to hear it. I've actually had burgers today. My fucking dinner tonight was cheeseburgers. Oh, they were good. Oh, they were fucking fan-dabby, was it? Yeah, so I already made my dinner. I already fucking had my dinner. It was fucking grand. You know. And by the way, my fiance agrees. Why is he wearing an exotic tablecloth?
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
He really is looking to rock this whole bizarre, like, the t-shirt and open shirt combo seems to be his flavour of the month for now. Don't know why, it's a weird look for him, but he's, yeah, you know, just ask Phil for you.
Elements. I'm craving playing more, like every single time I play it. Even last night, okay? We did have good attendance last night for Blueprint, but we had nearly no support. I'm still craving it. Like, I want to play it more. I keep uncovering more interesting things every single time I play it, and I want to play it again right now, but I gotta wait. I gotta wait until, like, early next week to play it on a night stream. I'm like, oh, it's killing me to have to wait to play a game that I really like, you know? But it's all good. It's all good. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Tag. Okay. I received a $10 tip. I just received a $10 tip, nothing else. There's no name attached to it, no message. I don't know who this is, FYI. If you tip me and you would like to have a name shouted out or you would like to have a message, you must put that in the actual body of the tip. I only see...
I love how I have never once had a problem with my contributors forgetting to fucking put a message in their contributions. I guess my audience are more intellectually superior than Phil's audience are, because you seem to fucking forget that simple little fucking extra step you need to fucking have to include messages and fucking contributions.
An email address. When you guys send me a tip, that's it. So I don't know...
Wait, what was he saying there? What was he saying?
Just put that in the actual body of the tip. I only see an email address. When you guys send me a tip, that's it. So
Phil sees the username you use on your PayPal, as well as your email address, and also as well as that, the currency you use to fucking give him that money in the first place. He'll know your currency, which basically is like, he narrows down where you fucking are in the world, essentially. He's lying again to his audience about what he sees when he gets tipped by PayPal. It's a great, but it's not anonymous. It's not anonymous, because obviously the person's email address is visible to the... You can pretend to be anonymous, of course, you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is, Phil knows these email addresses, especially the regular anonymous email addresses. He'll know exactly what's the same anonymous person as last time.
I don't know who this is from. I'm not going to shout out an email address. So I'm just going to say, anonymous $10 tipper who started tipping today, thank you for the support. This is great because we want to build momentum. You know, last night we didn't hit a goal. We definitely want to start hitting goals every stream now so we can do the marathon ASAP. So thank you for that. Okay.
Time to beg? More begging? Go on, Phil, you know you want to.
Beaver Bother to the $1.50. He says, I don't understand. If people receive memberships, what make them fake? All right. He's bringing this up because, once again, this is 2 days in a row. Someone is using the VPN exploit on YouTube to mass purchase memberships. If you don't know what this is something that's been going on YouTube for something like 4 years now, and YouTube never has fixed it. They got upset because they found out that people were buying YouTube premium subscriptions this way, but they haven't fixed the problem. Here's what it is. YouTube, unlike other sites, like other websites don't do this at all, but YouTube has this bizarre pricing structure. They look at the country you live in based on your IP address when you log into YouTube, and then they price things how they feel as appropriate for your country. So, for example, if you live in Argentina right now, your dollar is worth like nothing. Seriously, the Argentinian dollar has like terrible value, okay? But the people who live in Argentina don't make a lot of money. It's not like, oh, our dollar's worth nothing, so when we get paid $1 million a paycheck. So basically, the Argentinian economy and people are not doing very well, all right? Because of this, YouTube prices things differently for people in Argentina. So, for example, if someone in Argentina were to buy a membership to a YouTuber, it would only cost a few pennies. Seriously. As opposed to anyone else who was going to buy it, they'd have to pay like $5. But for Argentinians, it's like 2 pennies. Okay? So you might say, well, that's good because if you live in Argentina, now you can actually afford stuff, right? The problem is, people have been massively abusing this for years. What they do is they use a VPN. They pretend like they're from another country. They log in as if they're from the other country with this new account, and then they'll dump massive amounts of memberships onto the viewers of someone. And the reason that this is a problem is simple. YouTube only allows 1 membership per person. Okay? On Kick, this isn't a problem. Do you want to know why? Because on Kick, unlimited memberships per person, unlimited subs per person. There's people on Kick who right now have 3 months of subs built up. Kick is crazy like that. They'll just let you keep having ongoing subscriptions and it keeps stacking. But on YouTube, you can only have 1 at a time. Now, if you are a ginormous content creator on YouTube and you get tens of thousands of viewers a day, it's probably not a big deal. But if you're a mid to small time YouTuber, if people are coming to your channel and just dumping nearly valueless memberships on your channel, what ends up happening is now you can't get valid memberships. If someone, let's say someone dumps 1,000 fake memberships on a channel and the channel only gets a few viewers a day, like 10, 20 viewers a day. Well, now let's say someone actually wanted to support your channel and tries to get you a gifted membership. There's no one to give it to. They've divvied out all of them and it just sits there and never gets assigned, and therefore it never goes through and the person actually gets refunded. This has happened to me a couple times over the years where someone gave so many fake memberships out that my channel had something like 3,000 paid memberships, out of which I only got actually paid for like 400. So there was like 2,600 fake memberships that I got paid like $5 for overall amongst all of them. Okay? And that just sucks. It hurts the channel. Luckily for me, I no longer have all my eggs in one basket because I'm streaming on YouTube and on Kick. If someone does happen to screw over my YouTube side there with the memberships, people on Kick supporting kind of make up for it. It's not that big of a deal. But at one point a couple years ago, it actually did. I took a big financial hit because of it. People were gifting so many fake memberships that, I wasn't having anyone buy real ones. That's the other thing. If everyone has a gifted membership, no one's ever going to buy a real one. And each one should have been a few bucks. So now you get nothing, right? It's all gone. So anyway, you may have noticed this morning, this idiot came by and gifted a bunch of them. I banned them. They did it yesterday. I banned them. There's nothing you can really do. Burger. Because YouTube has to fix it.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
This is not anything that can be fixed by a streamer. It has to be fixed by YouTube. And we all know YouTube is one of the most lazy, slow-moving, bad timing to react to anything businesses ever created. You can literally step-by-step explain to them how things are being exploited, and they just ignore it. I actually did 2 years ago. I was step-by-step explaining this to YouTube customer support. They don't care. They were just like, oh, well, Like, don't you understand that you could put mid to small time YouTubers like out of business? They can't get legit memberships. Well, oh well, they don't care. We'll submit this to our team for review and consideration. That's all they say, and then nothing ever changes. They don't give a shit. So it's not a big deal, quite frankly. The most annoying part about it is that the channel gets spammed with pop-ups that really aren't beneficial. You don't need to see the 50 people got valueless memberships, right? It's not like you're celebrating because someone just massively supported the stream. It didn't happen. You know, you made a few, like, no exaggeration, for the 50 gifted subs when they dropped that, that's like $1. So, woohoo. Now, if you get one of those gifted memberships, good for you. You still got it. You still get the benefits of it, but it doesn't benefit me as a streamer, you see?
And naturally, that's all Phil cares about. He doesn't care about you getting some fucking access to his, you know, oh, I was lucky. Never mind how fortunate the fucking people are on his channel to get access to his member perks or whatever. Phil only cares about getting money from his members. And yeah, I had a feeling you're going to fucking flirt. Phil's math keeps fucking breaking. Every time Phil tries to fucking tell his audience how much he gets roughly for Argentinian memberships, it seems to fluctuate wildly. Like Cat's fucking waistline. You know, it's like we just don't understand, because like Phil keeps fucking moving the goalposts and keep changing the fucking mathematical formula as to how much money he makes per 50 Argentinian member bam. I think Phil claimed before that he got 300 members one time from Argentinian style memberships, and he was given like 50 cents altogether. So you can see how, and Bro said, Phil, I'm pretty sure Bro actually covered and made a stream or a video about this before. Because you try to break down Phil's bizarre pig math and it didn't make any sense whatsoever. You know? So it's just absolutely bizarre. It's probably saying 50 memberships is like $2.50. You know? Phil constantly fucking changes the fucking narrative on how much he makes. I don't know if it's just because he's lazy or he's deliberately trying to confuse his audience or whatever. All it does is highlight Phil's fucking sheer greed. Because he doesn't care about his fucking audience getting all, say, memberships or whatever. He only cares about getting the money for it.
So I hope that explains it.
This is the same son of a bitch who's not fucking given anything extra for his... He has 3 tiers of membership, remember. Phil Burnell, DSP Gaming, has 3 separate fucking tiers of membership level. You got your normal supporter, your standard supporter, ultra supporter, and super supporter. Guess what you get for being a super supporter or an ultra supporter? Nothing extra. And Phil Burnell is very open about this. Phil Burnell has said that I don't know what to give you for being a super supporter or an ultra supporter on top of everything else a standard one gets, but I just want the extra fucking money. And he has people in his audience who are willing to fucking pay to be super supporters, which is like $10, and ultra supporters, which is $20 a month, like Jade, even though they don't get anything extra compared to being a standard fucking member. He's going to bitch and whine and moan about people using Argentinian VPNs when he's fucking exploiting his own audience here. By fucking charging for VIP levels of membership where you don't get anything special or extra. It is bizarre. It's just stupidity. He has no room to complain when he rips off his own fucking viewers like that.
Every once in a while someone asks the question again, and I explain the situation. I know it sucks because some people don't know about it. And then when they see it happen, they're getting excited, like, oh my god, look at all the support Bill just got. Like, nope, none of it counts. It's just nonsense. It's just stupidity. These people, you know, abusing this. So, anyway. All right, well, that's that. It's not a big deal. If it happens again on the stream, I'll just take care of it quick. It's not the end of the world. It's just an annoyance at this point. You know, at one point it was freaking me out years ago, but not really, don't really care anymore. Been there, done that 5,000 times. Okay, so thank you for the first couple of tips there. Let's get some more support going. Who's going to be the first super chatter of the day? Who's going to be the first member or gifted member of the day? And over on Kick, I'm looking at all of you. Who is going to gift the first sub of the day? Because we need some subs over on Kick. We really do. It's been a slow week. Like I said, we have less than 30 gifted subs on Kick, and that's crazy. Usually on Kick we get tons, and there's been almost none, you know, this week. So let's get some subs over on Kick and get that momentum going. Okay? All right.
Dabber Dragon's asking, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't YouTube close that loophole by requiring an Argentinian card to buy memberships? I thought the loophole only applied to getting YouTube Premium. But I don't think the loophole was closed for memberships. I thought it was only closed for premium access to YouTube itself. But I'm not entirely sure though, I could be wrong in that situation, but that was my understanding anyway. That's a great point, Prophet. You know, $2.50 US currency is actually huge for someone who lives in Argentina. It's a great point. But Phil wipes his arse with $2.50. Hell, Phil wipes his arse with $40. Phil called $40 a disaster yesterday. He got $40 on the night stream, and he actually told his audience that was a fucking disaster for him. He doesn't appreciate he just cannot and will not appreciate money. And he also doesn't appreciate the fact that his support on Kick was massively overinflated.
Okay. Alright, well, let us begin, shall we? Let's talk a little bit about yesterday, how stuff went on the streams, because it went pretty good, I would say. And then we got a couple very quick news stories to cover today, and then we're just going to do some open, like, back and forth Q&A and go from there. I don't really have a ton going on today, so we'll see what you guys want to talk about for the podcast before we jump back into Expedition 33. So yesterday's streams, Oblivion Remastered. This is the third time I played it. Every single time I played Oblivion Remastered, the game makers, what are they called, Virtuous or Virtuose, they patch the game and make it worse. I don't know why, they should just stop touching the game. Because I'm not kidding, every single time there's an update, and the update fucks the game up worse. So last time, the update completely broke DLSS, meaning there was no, like, frame generation, so you couldn't really get the frame rate you wanted, and the game was running choppy as shit. Okay? This time around, the DLSS worked, but VSync was broken and would not enable in the game. Even when you turned on VSync, the VSync was still off. So it was completely screen tearing crazy, both on my TV and on my PC monitor. And people on stream were saying, yeah, it was tearing for them too. So then, it's so dumb. Then I had to find a way to work around. I had to go to the NVIDIA app and enable VSync manually in the NVIDIA app, and then it worked in the game, and we played for the rest of the stream with no graphical issues. I just don't get it. Like, if you're a game developer, how do you make mistakes like that? Like, no exaggeration, how would you make a mistake that, oh, we patched the game and actually broke all these features that everyone needs to play the game? Like, I don't get it. But at the same time, you know, basically, I see the distinct difference now between, say, console gaming and PC gaming. When you buy a game on console, are there updates? Yeah, there are, but they're usually not that frequent, right? Like, maybe once in a while they'll patch the game. When they issue an update, it has to go through, like, that arduous process of being approved by the digital marketplaces before they'll even make that patch available or whatever, right? So, basically, it's not that big of a deal on console, but on PC, they're kind of free to just update whenever they want. So sometimes they push out these kind of ridiculous updates that you don't need, that they don't test, and then it breaks a bunch of stuff. This game should not be having graphical issues every time I play it. I should set it up once, and now moving forward, whenever I boot the game, I should be able to just play it with the same settings, but it's not even possible. I boot it up, this was turned off, this is not working, this is reverted. What the hell is going on? But outside of the graphical stuff, we had a great time with Oblivion yesterday, continued on with the plot further. We had to get a Daedric artifact to give to Martin so he could continue his research. So we went into the Azura Star quest line. Then we went and defended Bruma from an Oblivion gate that opened up, and more stuff like that, right? So it ended up being a pretty good progress stream. I had fun. People are still showing up, engaging and supporting with the Oblivion streams. So that's a great thing. Thanks for that. I hope you'll keep showing up for Oblivion over the course of the next week. I'll keep it in the schedule for now since it's working, right? Okay. Now, as for Blueprints, okay? To be honest, it's one of my favorite games in the rotation right now. I'm craving playing it. Last night, we had one of the most advanced streams of it. We found an entire new area under the mansion, a whole bottom floor under the mansion where there's all this stuff going on, right? We've got this secrets about what's actually going on in the mansion. We found this whole rotating room that leads to new areas. We ended up unlocking permanently new blueprints and new rooms. That was really cool. And we found out, essentially, we need the basement key. Once we get the basement key, we'll be able to unlock the other half of the underground area and fully explore it and get whatever items or whatever is down there, okay? We found out about combining items in the workshop, and that's how we got the super-powered sledgehammer that let me break through walls and find these secrets, but also we got this hyper-powered, like, laser gun that allowed us to light torches, and we lit 2 torches in a dark area, also outside the mansion, and we found another secret blueprint. So, we've been doing really good. Like, I would argue, again, last night, Blueprints was an amazing stream. By the end of the stream, just listen to this. We had a run where we never had to use diamonds, so I stockpiled like 13, 14 diamonds. Also during this run, by the end of the run, I had something like 30, 40 coins. Then we found the freezer, and we were able to freeze the assets and end the run. So when we continue next time, I start up with all of those items. So right off the bat, I'm going to be able to buy anything I want. I'm actually debating, in the beginning, you get to pick that room outside the mansion. I might pick one of the vendor rooms and just buy all the shit out of the vendor. I don't even know what the vendor has. Maybe it has really rare good stuff. So pretty awesome, and I'm excited for it next time we play. But the problem is, people are not supporting Blueprints. Last night, during that stream, we had maybe 2 people who did super chats, like 1 tip. By the end of the night, basically, I made $40. And I'm like, damn, that's, you know, obviously a far cry from hitting our goals. Now, the good news is, Blueprints has done well up to now, and I love the game. It's not a game that I want to drop. It's not. I actually like it so much that I want to continue playing it, and I will this week. But I do hope that people will be aware, all right, and hopefully people will come by and start hanging out and show up and support that stream. If not, let's say you're someone who watches Blueprints on demand after the fact, please consider supporting it in another way. A super thanks on the video helps a lot and lets me know you're still enjoying it and want to support it. Or you could come by on a different stream, whenever you can make it. If you contribute, be sure to say, hey, FYI, this is my support for Blueprints because I like the game, just that I couldn't make the night stream. You know, I understand that Blueprints was many day streams, and then I had to turn it into night streams when more new games came out. Excuse me. That's what usually happens. You know, when we play games like that are ongoing and lengthy, and, you know, eventually they have to become late night streams. But please, let's get some support going for Blueprints. I like the game. We're so far into the game as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are something like, if you do the math, I think we're like 16 to 18 hours in, even though we're only 12 parts in. Some of those parts have been quite lengthy. Like last night, that part was like, I believe it was like an hour and 20, 30 minutes. So please support Blueprints moving forward, especially when I bring it back next week. I'm craving, like right now, if I could play it, I would be happy playing it because I like it that much. I want to play it, but I got to keep the variety going, right? Okay. So like I already said, I'm off for the next 2 days. When I come back on Saturday, we're going to continue on with Oblivion Remastered on the first stream. And then it's going to be Black Ops 6 multiplayer returning to the late stream on Saturday night. I know I haven't played Black Ops in a couple of weeks. When I was playing Black Ops, people liked it, but then I was playing it pretty consistently and people got tired of it. It's good when I bring it back from time to time. So we'll be doing Black Ops 6 multiplayer Saturday night, okay? See, I have no idea what's even going on in the game, so I guess we'll find out Saturday night. Sunday, more Clear Obscure Expedition 33, and then on the late stream, more Minecraft Now Java Edition. That's the critical change that we ended up making last week, was going from Bedrock to Java Edition. I'm excited to continue on because all the resources and all the things I want to do are right in front of me, and it's not ultra annoying or difficult like it was with that Bedrock run where they put me in the Badlands. So I'm definitely looking forward to that on Sunday night. Now, as for the rest of the week, it's up in the air. We could be doing this marathon whenever we hit these goals to qualify for it. So it could be as early as possible. It could be later on in the week. I'm not sure. But we're going to have a lot of fun this week coming up, balancing Oblivion with Clair Obscur. There's going to be more Blueprints, continuing with Minecraft. Like I said, bringing back Call of Duty. I may have a random night, depending on how the week goes. Maybe we'll do a random indie night where we just have, hey, let's just do a random indie game. Let's take a look and maybe pick one and just try it out and see if it's any good. Because we've done that before, and when we do it, sometimes the game ends up being really good and we play a full playthrough of it. And most of these indie games aren't very long, right? So let's see what happens with that. Another thing that we could actually do is we could do Schedule 1, which I played only during my birthday marathon for like an hour, and then we never went back to it. So we could go back to Schedule 1 and actually play. Okay, so yeah, let's see how it goes. And hopefully you guys will join me for the fun this long, extended week of streaming. 7 straight freaking streaming days. Okay? Boy, it's gonna be tiring, I'm sure. Okay. This is hilarious. So here I am, I'm sitting here, I'm talking about all these topics. Okay? Interesting topics, things about the schedule. The viewers on Kick are saying, your undershirt is too long.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
I'm talking about how the month went, talking about the awesome games I'll be playing, and the games I'm playing now, planning for an awesome marathon. This is what you're thinking about. This is your major focus in life right now, is the length of my undershirt. Do you think maybe there might be something wrong? Do you think perhaps that's not normal human behavior?
5 in a row. That's concerning.
That you're so obsessed with my undershirt that I'm wearing on the stream? You think perhaps that could be something? There's a word for that? Perhaps there's like a diagnosis for that kind of behavior that maybe would be accurate to describe it?
Is he about to say hyperfixated or something again?
That perhaps...
He's basically calling his entire kick chat artistic. Wow, nice one.
You know, when you hyperfixate on something that...
There it is. I fucking knew it.
It's completely pointless and meaningless and trite, but you just can't stop hyper-focusing on it for some weird reason. It's the most important thing to the world to you, even when it's not the focus point of attention and no one else is talking about it, but you just can't help but hyper-fixate on something so inconspicuously unimportant in the world. Do you know what I'm talking about? You think there might be a name for something like that? Do you think we can figure it out? Anyway.
No, I'm counting that as clown mode.
Burger.
I'm counting that as fucking clown mode. Also, I feel like that's a double sipper right there. That's a victory sip right there. I'm counting that sip for 2.
I am fine with my clothes. In fact, they're very comfy. This is a bamboo shirt. Yes, this is a shirt made mostly from bamboo fibers, which makes it incredibly stretchy, but also incredibly cooling. It's like a wicking shirt. It wicks moisture, but also it just keeps you cool. It's very aerated undershirt. I really like it. This shirt, I used to wear buttoned. The reason that I'm not going to wear buttoned anymore is because it's got this, it was mismanufactured, basically. This right here is supposed to fold over, so when the shirt's buttoned, it looks good. But look what happens. It just flaps over, and you can't actually get it to not do that. They mismanufactured it. The button actually should have either been lower.
Or you could try ironing your fucking shirts.
Or that shouldn't have been that long. So basically, whenever I tried to wear this shirt, and I would button it, it would look bad because this thing would be flapping over like that, and I can't stop it, you see? So I said, well, I'll just wear it with an undershirt then, right? That's as much thought as I gave to it. It's kind of annoying. It won't button right. I'll just put an undershirt on then. That's fine. Oh no, we're going to hyper fixate on Phil wearing an undershirt and talk about his undershirt being too long. How about stop being fucking obsessive and weird and focusing on nonsense that doesn't matter? No one should care about this. Why are we even talking about it? Anyway, let's continue logically, shall we? Thank you very much. Okay, Chris became a member, and that legitimately is a new membership this morning. So thank you, Chris. Technically, this is our first membership of the day, so let's get Chris on the leaderboard. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, Chris. And I'm having problems with my touchpad. Oh, this is not good. What is going on? I can't click. Wow, I'm having major problems with the touchpad on my keyboard. Not good at all. Okay. Okay. There we go. Jeez. Oh, I've tried everything. Every L. Roy says, did you try ironing the flap down? I tried ironing the shirt. I tried steaming the shirt. I tried some streams. I put a freaking paper clip on the shirt.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Try to hold it in place. I'm just, it's too much effort for a stupid shirt. I like the shirt, but it's too much effort for a shirt that I'm wearing on a gamer stream. I'm not some kind of a fucking fashion model coming out here. I'm not in Hollywood. I don't have...
His audience doesn't deserve any effort from Phil Burnell. He wants his audience to fucking put an effort for him. He wants his audience to give him fucking hundreds of fucking dollars per fucking day, but he's not willing to fucking put in the effort to fucking properly fucking attire himself to make himself look barely professional for his audience.
5,000 paparazzi who are filming me to put me on the front page of Vogue. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be in a tabloid today. I don't care. So I said, enough of this annoying thing. I'm just going to wear an undershirt on it. I don't give a shit. Okay? But no, I really didn't expect that we would have very, very hyper-focused people over on Kick talking about the length of my undershirt. Ridiculous.
Oh, that's where you lead. A $2 super chat telling Phil happy May the 1st. Happy early May burst to you. Will Phil ban it or will he try and roll with it?
Okay. Thanks for a $2 super chat. Adinand? Thank you, Adinand. That's actually our first super chat of the day. Very nice.
Are you going to read it, Phil?
Here you go, Flatman B says, I'm very concerned that one of your collar edges...
He's not reading it. He doesn't want to read it. he's choosing not to read it.
Here you go, Flatman B says, I'm very concerned that one of your collar edges may not be symmetrical. Well, stop the stream, stop the podcast, stop the world from spinning. We've got to solve this problem. It's the biggest priority of everyone's life right now, right? Game Boy, how you doing today? Good to see you, Game Boy.
Where's Jade?
Excuse me. Okay, so I pretty much covered the general topics I wanted to cover today. We got two quick news stories to cover. All right, we'll do them real fast because they're not anything that really needs to be too lengthy. Okay. First news story: Lost Soul Aside has been delayed. For those who don't know, Lost Soul Aside is a game that...
I just love how, look at Mr. Professional over here, not bothering to move his fucking camera. Well, I'm gonna put myself right in the fucking middle of this news story.
Was supposed to come out May 30th. From everything we saw, it kind of looked like Final Fantasy 16. But I couldn't really put my finger on it. I've only seen a little bit of gameplay of it from one of the preview things that we had watched. But it officially got delayed this morning. Some people are upset about this delay, and others are happy, saying, hey, if it means that if it's a 3-month delay and it ends up being a really good game, it's worth it, as opposed to rushing it out now and having this lack of polish and all these problems. So, to be honest, I wasn't that excited for it anyway. I was probably going to try it, but I don't know if it was going to turn into something we liked or not. So, I don't know, but it's delayed. Okay? FYI. The other piece of update here, well, I guess news, is kind of interesting. Sea of Stars is getting a free DLC on May 20th. It's called Thoreau's of the Watchmaker, who I guess is a new villain for the cast of Sea of Stars. 8 hours of gameplay, new areas, music, dungeons, minigames, enemies, bosses, and puzzles, new playable classes, as well as a brand new character. And you can do local co-op with 3 players, which we already knew you could do local co-op. So for those of you who like Sea of Stars but haven't played it in a while because, you know, at this point, what, year and a half, 2 years old, good news for you. For me, I never got to get back to it. If you remember, I was playing it in late 2013, or excuse me, late 2023, early 2024. And then we put it on hold and we just never got back to it. So sadly, for me, it doesn't really matter because it is what it is. You know, I never got back to it. But for those who like the game, good news for you. And it's, by the way, it's free. I should emphasize that. They're actually making expansion content for their game that's completely free. That's pretty awesome. All right? Just offer something free to the consumer who's already bought the game. They're not looking for any extra profits or anything like that. That's pretty cool. Okay? Okay. All right, well, that's pretty much what I got for today's show. All right. So first of all, thank you to those who have done early support. I appreciate it.
Here we go. Big one incoming. We've already got 2 free spaces for begging alone, but we're going to fucking add to the fucking beg timer.
All right, well, that's pretty much what I got for today's show. All right. So first of all, thank you to those who have done early support. I appreciate you. Let's get some more going. Like I said, let's get our first sub. First of all, our first sub on Kick. We don't have a sub on Kick today. We need to get some momentum going. Let's get our first sub over on Kick. Outside of that, anything appreciated. Please, let's get some support today. We need to hit the goal on the stream to get momentum going towards the marathon. Again, the sooner the better. I would love to do the marathon this coming week. Notably as early as possible, maybe during the weekend. That would be great if we could. So let's get it going. And then, of course, please stick around because after the stream, I should say the podcast, it's time for more Expedition 33, and today is major story development in the game. That's what we're focusing on, is story, okay? So I hope you'll stick around for the story stuff.
Nope.
Oh, that is true. Game Boy just called this out. This afternoon, around 2 p.m., there is a Borderlands exclusive state of play. It's regarding Borderlands 4, and I'm not going to cover it live. I'm going to be playing Expedition 33. To be frank, I didn't really like Borderlands 3, and I think Borderlands 4 looked awful, but for the sake of me covering stuff on the show, I probably will talk about this on Saturday's podcast. It'll be broadcast, and I'll watch it. Maybe if there's a trailer, there's new gameplay to look at. We'll look at it and talk about it together on Saturday's show. Okay. Thank you so much to CJ Hour 82 or CJor 82. I'm not sure. Just gifted 5 subs over on Kick. Greatly appreciated. CJor or CJ Hour. I don't know how to pronounce your name. You can tell me in chat if you'd like me to pronounce it properly. Our first gifted subs of the day. Great support. That's $25 of support right there, folks. So that propels us right up to $41 of support. Thank you so very much, CJor or CJ Hour. I feel stupid because I don't know how to say your name. Please tell me in the chat so I can stop sounding stupid. Okay. Very nice. Now, that's amazing. Who's going to match that? Who's going to match those 5 gifted subs with 5 more? So that way we can keep that momentum rolling, right? There we go. Okay. Let me just take a look quickly at this. People are tipping $1 and $2 to say ridiculous things. All right. I'm not going to entertain the nonsense. I've already told you guys this, right? So, please understand that. Because it looks like we just got $3.
Another 50 member bomb for Phil. Grill the Pig sent 50 DSP Gaming gift memberships. Jeez, Phil's been given 100 memberships today, and they're all fake, apparently.
Stuff that I'm just not going to address on stream. All right? So, thanks for the tips. I'm not answering ridiculous questions. I'm not going on dramatic tangents, okay? None of this. Okay. And now we got some fake gifted memberships. Let me just get rid of those quickly.
And another 50. Oh my, that's 150 there.
There we go. Done. Just like that. Boom. Okay, good. A few will pop up, but they should stop popping up in just a second. I would expect that this will keep happening over and over the course of the day. Sylvester Stallone, to address this, if you guys, I'm just going to say this. You guys know, you well know the level of harassment that I get, and you know that I can't talk about stuff that I do outside of this room or on broadcast until it's after the fact, right? So if you hey, Phil, can you tell us all about what you're going to be doing on your days off for the next 2 days? Alrighty? I have an answer for you.
Yeah, he's going back to Connecticut. Wink, wink.
No. I can't tell you about anything I'm going to be doing on my days off for the next couple of days, especially not specifics. Why? Because if I did, weirdo, brainless fucks would probably try to screw with me. I can tell you about what I did on my days off.
Here's the thing, like, it's not like anyone could fucking check, like, the Skyscanner website and see what flights are fucking taking off from fucking Washington and going to Connecticut on fucking Thursday. Like, that seems like an impossible thing for people to do. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus, man. Oh, Christ almighty. Like, if detractors wanted to fuck with Phil and they thought he was going to be there, it's like... I mean, it's a weird thing to fucking do, but he's going home. He's going home to fucking confirm his parents are fucking dying, he's still part of the bill. Or fucking, he's going home to fucking finish a job. That's a bit dark, that's a bit fucking dark, even by my standards.
Off when I come back, but I can't tell you about him ahead of time. So I want you to understand, it's nothing personal, right? At all. I hope that Sylvester Stallone understands that. This is not something personal. I'm not trying to blow you off. I'm not trying to insult you or call you a jerk. I actually appreciate your interest in me and my private life and what I do. I just can't see.
No, you don't. You don't appreciate that at all. And to be honest, it is actually right. That's all. You should never have fucking told people in the fucking first place anything about it. All you fucking have to do is say, look, guys, I'm streaming until Wednesday. I'm not here Thursday, Friday, I'll be back on Saturday. That was all you fucking had to say about it. But no. Thank you, Cal for the super chat. It says, well, I thought pigs couldn't fly. Has a good one. I'll tell you one thing. If that fucking plane takes off a cat on board, then that'll be a fucking minor miracle in itself.
Safely tell you anything. Let me tell you this. I actually do have quite a few things lined up for the days off because I couldn't. There's certain things you just can't do on like weekends. Even though you try really hard, it just doesn't work out. Okay. So, you know, I had to take this different time off than usual to do certain things. But I certainly can't tell you. I can tell you later, all right? Exactly, it's oversharing. And when you overshare, especially when you overshare ahead of time and stuff, people try to mess with your life. And, you know, there's nothing you can really do. You got to be careful. I've learned to be careful about this stuff.
All right, I'm done. I'm done. I understand everything now. I know why there's this.
Okay, so we've covered all the topics that I wanted to cover. By the way, again, these are more bunk gifted memberships. So congrats to anyone who's getting them, but sadly, they don't benefit me. Thanks for the early support as well. Let's see what you guys want to talk about. Tag me in chat and let's have some conversation. We got about half an hour to shoot the shit before I get into Expedition 33. When will the game suggestions close up for the marathon? This weekend, probably Saturday or Sunday at the latest. I'll let you guys nominate games for the next few days, and then I'll close it off and do a poll. A poll probably starting on like Sunday. Okay. I'm not canceling members. There's no way to cancel a membership. Once it's gifted, it's gifted. I'm trying to stop these pop-ups from bombarding the stream that aren't legit, because these are, you know, this is when you see a pop-up on stream. This is supposed to be a celebration of someone who came, you know, said, hey, I want to really support your content, and that's what the pop-up's supposed to be for, giving people credit for their support. It's not supposed to be someone changed their IP address to say they're from Argentina and spent $1 to buy 7,000 fake memberships, because they're completely stupid, you know. Okay, so, oh, by the way, let me type into Kick Chat, because I think it's hard to tag me if I don't type in Kick Chat, which is really weird. What is my lighting theme today? So, interestingly enough, all right, the actual lighting theme, I'll show you what it is. This is the actual lighting theme. Ready?
Who fucking cares?
So taking a look at what it looks like behind me right now, you might say, oh, that's kind of interesting. It's supposed to be like
Make
smoke,
the
like a dramatic
bad
cloud of
man
smoke behind you
stop.
that's kind of moving, like in a little bit of breeze
boring.
or whatever, like atmospheric
You're
smoke.
boring,
It does look like
everybody.
that, right?
Quit boring
It's pretty cool, actually. I like that. But I said I wanted to do something a little bit more creative than that. So basically, you can change colors. And I said, hey, why not go on like a rainbow color cycle?
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
It's supposed to basically be like...
I should have pressed that one mistake, but you get what I'm fucking saying. Phil just blowing a lot of fucking tears with his fucking RGB fucking blathering. Just get the fucking shut the fuck up, Phil. Like, these fucking lights only benefit you, you dumb bastard. You fucking turn them off during fucking gameplay. We don't care.
You know, like a changing backdrop of rainbow-colored smoke. So I think it looks pretty nice. There you go.
Thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips to make up. Earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some...
What is my favorite memory of streaming? Oh, man.
Just saying.
For me, like, I don't have, like, very...
I'm gonna call it right fucking now. He's probably gonna fucking say like the Jasper reveal. Money, it'll be to do with money. His favourite memory will be fucking tied him and getting a ton of fucking money.
What is my favorite memory of streaming? Oh, man. For me, like, I don't have, like, very super distinct memories of things during streaming, because I stream so much, it's hard to have, like, one moment really just, like, stand out. But, like, for example, I totally remember the premiere night of Grand Theft Auto 5, where I did the unboxing of the Collector's Edition, and then we booted it up for the first time, and I played a lot that night. I remember I played, like, at least 3 or 4 plus hours that release night, and then I was drinking near the end of the night. At the late night part of the stream, I was drinking while we were playing, and that's when we had the moment, the joke about Franklin breaking into Michael's house and the stupid guy saying, oh, he's black, and everyone freaked out at the joke on the stream. So I totally remember that. But, you know, there's what I remember are memorable moments of games. Like, I remember the first time I was playing Bloodborne, and we were in the Nightmare world, and those giants throw the rocks at you, and I just remember how well I was doing on this one particular run. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, an unforeseen rock just landed on my head and squished me. And I reacted, everyone on the stream reacted, and we're like, whoa, you know. Those are some of the moments that I remember, you know, from streams from the past. But the thing is, there's other awesome, I just remember streams in general. Like, I remember the Summer of Judgment. Does anyone remember the Summer of Judgment? So when Judgment 1 came out, the fact that this was made by the same guys who had made Yakuza, and it played like that, but it was a completely different plot, completely different kind of vibe of game. And we just really enjoyed the lengthy playthrough I did that summer and having these nice night streams of relaxing and interacting while we were playing the game. And we called it the Summer of Judgment, and we loved it. It was just such a fun vibe, you know? So I mean, like, all these different times, these things that I did on stream, it's not necessarily like, oh, one streaming moment, but it's like an entire, you know, something, a series of things and stuff like that. You know, to some extent, I remember back in the day before I even streamed, some of the late night premieres that I would do. I remember once, this was so weird. I was playing one of the Call of Duties. I couldn't tell you which one it was. I think it was one of the Modern Warfares from back in the day. And I was actually doing a release night stream of the campaign. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my desktop PC, which was in my living room where I did my content, right? My desktop PC started randomly playing someone else's stream of the game. I don't even know why. I hadn't been watching any streams of the game. You know what I mean? Like, I think I had YouTube open, but it was probably like my page. So how the holy hell that happened? It was like the most random thing. It scared the shit out of me because it was these guys screaming while they were playing, like, oh, no, no, no. And it played when I was playing, so it picked it up on the camera mic. And we were like, what the fuck? It freaked me out. And the viewers, of course, referenced that later, like, what the hell just happened? So that's what I mean, like, some random things like that stand out for me from stuff that happened over the years. Do I remember when my Xbox died during Alan Wake? It wasn't the Xbox, the power turned off. The actual power in my neighborhood went out. So I'm playing a game where you're in the woods, and the only way you can see is with a flashlight, and then all my power went out, so I had to pull out a flashlight and actually use it in my car to see on camera. It was actually awesome.
I gotta mute this fucker. How do I do it?
You know the funny part is that would
fucker.
actually happen again because now I have battery backups on everything. So even if the power were to go out here, my PCs still work. So the lights would go out, like all the stuff behind me would go out and stuff. But some of the lights and things would go out, and then it would still keep recording. So it's funny because I started out that way back in the day with a camera and a battery, and now if the power went out, I would still actually keep recording because of the battery backups that I have in my office. It's pretty cool. Kate already answered this. Weren't you listening? He said, when do gaming suggestions close? This weekend. This weekend, the suggestions will close. How many games will make it to the final poll? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I think YouTube at most can only do like 5 options in a poll. So we could do like 2 polls, maybe, and just have people vote in general. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. It really depends on how many games get nominated and stuff like that.
You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer.
I received a $2 tip, and all it says is Gorilla. Okay, Gorilla it is, indeed. No, we're not doing the Closet Festival. The Closet Festival was the other option for a marathon.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm so bored to fucking tears. Jesus Christ almighty, God give us strength. It's just non-stop fucking, like, fuck me. Right. Oh my God. I need a little mini auto break. Are the autos, we have fucking auto live. There we go. Where are they? Where are the little bastards? Oh, Jesus, sweet baby, there we go. Gee, they're fucking having a war. These are bashing each other's fucking brains in. Fucking hell. Oh, bloody hell, man. At least I thought it was 2. I thought it was just like, I thought it was one auto destroying another auto, but I think it was just the one auto fighting with himself. Oh, okay, there you go. Mini little auto fucking break. God almighty, thank God I've got alcohol on standby. Oh hell, it's the end of Phil's working week. I wish it was the end of my working week. I've still got 2 more days of work to go, and then Friday can't come soon enough, man. Fucking looking forward to it. Mookie's asking how many free spaces we got. We technically have 3 free spaces, 2 for the bigs, and 1 that carried over from yesterday. So we got 3 free spaces, which means we are 5 away from a full house currently.
You guys voted against it. You guys said you wanted viewer's choice. Now, we could still do the Closet Festival, maybe when we hit like 100 goals in another month or so, but we're not doing that now. All right? We're doing stuff in order of what you voted for. So I would like to do the Closet Festival. I think that the Closet Festival is a great idea. It serves a purpose because it'll clean out and sort my closet. It'll be more useful. I'll probably find more things in there for backdrop use and stuff like that, decorations. In fact, I know for a fact somewhere I have a Ryu and Mega Man Legos that I wanted to use for the backdrop, but I don't know where they are. I can't find them, so I need to clean the closet out to find them.
Who fucking cares?
See? Plus, of course, to see the retirement of the vest and hat to be nice. You guys haven't seen them in a while, right? Oh, I know, the battery backups don't last extra long. I'm well aware of that. The battery backups are only meant to last a few minutes, like maybe like 15 minutes maybe, so that you have enough time to shut everything down. But that's the good thing, like if the power goes out, I have time to properly finish a video, shut everything down, you know, it's good. Cade, thank you for a $5 super chat. It's our second super chat of the day. He says, sorry I missed it. I like polls in brackets with a final face-off tournament style. That would be a fun stream. Can we do that on a weekday, though? Well, the polls would be public and they'd be posted on the post page. It wouldn't be a stream poll. It would be actual polls posted on my YouTube page, see? On the, where they're posted right now. Right now they're posted on the posts tab of the channel. That's where the polls would go. Okay. So we're at $51 of support. A third of the way to our goal, folks. Thank you for that. Thank you for that momentum. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's hit $100 by the end of the podcast, so that way there's only, you know, not that much pressure when we get to Expedition 33. Maybe, hey, maybe we can double it up and hit 2 goals today to make up for last night. That would be great. Let's see what happens. Are people getting the new membership badge tomorrow? To my knowledge, no. I think the actual official anniversary, it's sometime, I want to argue it's the first week of May. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's like the 6th or 7th or something like that. Whatever the day was that I was streaming on I was streaming on Twitch, and they erroneously banned me and accused me of saying the N-word, which I have never said. I couldn't believe that they accused me of saying it.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean you've never said the N-word? Oh, he's going to make me. He's going to make me do it, and he's going to make me. Phil Burnell claiming to have never said the N-word. Oh, is that what you fucking think, Phil? You're trying to fucking retcon that bit of history as well? Because there is empirical evidence that exists on the internet. The internet never forgets, Phil. The internet does not forget. I made a compilation.
What is the YouTube apocalypse? YouTube apocalypse is when a certain group of content creators, one of which was very much PewDiePie, but a couple others as well, basically behaved badly on YouTube. And at the very same time that they behaved badly and got into big trouble, like PewDiePie saying the N-word blatantly on YouTube, and it wasn't like, oh, I misspoke and it sounded like I said it, I didn't mean it. No, he outright said it and meant it the way he said it in his video, okay?
Is the funniest shit ever. I swear to God, he accidentally calls Hulk Hogan a nigger. And I'm not trying to be racist or anything. It's the funniest clip ever. You gotta watch it on YouTube. He goes, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. and then he looks all embarrassed because he realized he did it, and he tries to turn away and walk away. It's the funniest clip ever.
Nick Gers is asking, oh my God, it's a freaking racist idiot. But anyway, he's asking if I played any mode versus besides war, and the answer is no, because no, I can't even play any other anything else.
All right, nigga, it's time.
Oh, that's terrible. When stationary, negative 75% damage. That's really bad. Uh-oh. Well, I might have been banned. Yep. Looks like I have been banned from Twitch because I can't broadcast to it. Hateful slurs or symbols. I didn't do a hateful slur or symbol. Nigger. Game Chugger just tipped another $10. I'm compelled to tip you again for another epic moment. Also, we get to see Jingle All the Way animation again. Yes. Arnold Filzenegger. Right?
There we go. I made that video a few years ago. 14th of December 2021. I made that video. In fact, my most popular video on my channel. 24,000 fucking views. Unexpected, but there you fucking go. Of course, I'm not in it for the views. Unlike Phil Burnell, views are inconsequential to me, you know what I mean? But as long as people enjoy it, of course, that's the main thing. Phil's claiming he's never said the N-word. There's a whole compilation right there of him saying the goddamn N-word.
He banned me and accused me of saying the N-word, which I have never said. I couldn't believe that they accused me of saying it. And I got so angry at them, and I said, you're so irresponsible to actually suspend a stream before you've even verified that the thing that the person is accused of actually happened. Like, what kind of unprofessional atmosphere do you have? Who would want to work with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, who would want to do that when you just can't trust this site, that this site is going to be trustworthy? That you're on a whim, you're gonna, suspend my whole freaking thing. You're out of your mind, okay? So I quit, and then I came over to YouTube, and I started streaming on YouTube every single day since. So, and I think, I'm trying to remember exactly when that was. Maybe I can find out. Hold on.
I mean, I can tell you exactly when it was. You want to know why? Because that's the point when this tips tracker started coming into effect. So, let me show you guys. The Twitch temp ban happening right here on this particular day. We go back here, it happened on the 15th of May 2021. So that was it there. It was 15th of May. NFL essentially returned to YouTube then, and then fucking didn't look back. But man, it's incredible. Think of the support Phil used to get on a regular basis. It was not unusual for Phil Burnell to make $343, $400 a day, $500 a day. Sometimes he'd made $1,200 in a single day for a special Street Fighter anniversary. Jax actually gave him $1,000 because Phil played the Street Fighter 30th anniversary edition. $1,000! Like, Phil's playing this game, hooray! Here's $1,000 for you, Phil. Ah, Christ almighty, man. I love as well this, like, we notice that piece added here about the goals and not shit as well. So Phil first removed, so the goal beforehand was $200 when he was on Twitch, and then the Twitch ban, the fallout happened, so he decreased the goal to $100 when he was back on YouTube. But I guess he thought that was too easy, because like a couple weeks later he increased it to $150. Then he increased it back to 200 again. But that didn't work. But for some reason they went back down to 150. I just love these wee random notes here. Or Phil trying to fucking like judge where he should set the gold, depending on how lucky he feels or how benevolent his fucking audience is. But yeah, 15th of May, 2021, Phil.
Dumb fucking thing. Okay, hold on. I gotta log in under my other account that doesn't have ads.
Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tip scroll on the stream? And why does he have to mention
Let's
it's
see
a
here.
slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up?
Returnal was April 30th, 2021. I started.
Please tip me. I need tips today.
I honestly don't fucking care, guys. I'm sorry to do this again, but I will be right back. Sorry about this.
Pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes, and only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. I'm a positive guy. I focus on positivity. I tell you guys every day on my streams, I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put out positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day. It's been a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes, and only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way, but please, if you tip me, do that rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more, okay? Now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to, one of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's Day Off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups, Meerkat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on posing damn shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife, can't give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, pay my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money by DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on posing damn shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife, can't give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up, earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can. Just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term. But right now, I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
Act like that. Those toxic assholes don't give a shit about anyone else but themselves. They're selfish idiots who just want to get a laugh on someone else's behalf and don't care about the repercussions of their own actions. They think they're protected because they're all anonymous on the internet, right? So here I am with an actual business being destroyed by that toxic behavior. Big ups, Meerkat. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. My nigga, I have your IP, I have your name, and I have your address. I have all your fucking personal information. I will come find you in real life.
I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. Let this be noticed live on the internet, you're fucked and you are dumb. I'm coming for you.
Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. But let me tell you something. When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person. That's why.
Okay, guys, we're back, and I'm sorry about that. You know, I had to take care of something there as well. So, just long story short, we're back. Let's get on with some bingo.
It's such a way. It's not a way to live. But these idiots actually do this and don't know that. I really have to think and have to hope. These people just don't know better.
Oh, here it is. Which bans me for no reason. I've had it. Yeah, here it is. So this was May. Oh, here it is. May 15th, 2021. May 15th. And the next part. This was May 19th. So May 15th, 2021 was when they unprofessionally banned me for no reason without verifying anything.
They told you it's for hateful slurs. Then you call them dumb, lame brain pieces of monkey shit or something. Like, you called them out. I don't know. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, for God's sake, Broside Phil thinks he's been funny. Have hacked your phone / computer cameras. I saw why you were gone. Just uploaded it. What am I about to fucking click on here? God help us all. What is this going to be?
Muffin? Don't you muffin me, you ripe end of a baboon! You disappear without a word for 2 years only to show up because I've been kidnapped, leaving me in this rotten sty for a month.
God, it's
Did you
Cat.
get the gall enough to come and save me? Wait till the last minute. What have you been doing the whole time, you pepper-faced hinger-dilly worm? Some husband you are. Oh, big warrior, I think. No. I'll tell you where you've been. Busy tossing namby-pamby rocks with your good-for-nothing dollars. Too busy to save the love of your... Now I've seen everything. Is these two you've been wasting your time with? Some wiry maypole wearing an ugly dress and tasteless slippers. I swear on Catchalane's mighty chest hairs, I've got wooden spoons brighter than you. And to think I married the only scudding scuddling who'd bring some candlestick and a slip to his wife's rescue, instead of a whole clan of bumbling brutes. No, I get just 2 bumbling brutes. Well, 1 bumbling brute and some kind of fashion-inept sheep herder.
But lovely lump, the druid said...
The druid? Who listened to a man wearing an ant skull on his head?
Buddy!
Shoot it!
Yes, dear. We should go.
Oh, what a grand idea! You must be the brains, I suppose.
It is just common sense.
It is, huh? Well, how are you planning to get me out?
I hope silently.
Well, I stubbed my toe and can I walk? It hurts.
Oh, poor sugar pop. Oh...
Good ideas, Aristotle.
Jesus Christ. Oh, well, yeah, so Broside Phil thinks that's what I was doing when I was gone there. No, that's not quite exactly what happened, you know. I won't go into details, but it was not that. I'll tell you that now, it wasn't fucking that. So there we go. I have heard a whisper. I've seen a sneaky wee whisper in the future. Phil apparently has a PayPal meltdown. Because somebody in his chat suggested something about PayPal banning accounts for fraudulent activity, which could get the person that's in charge of the PayPal account losing their account by doing nothing wrong. So Phil apparently has a meltdown soon. Let's find out.
They realized their mistake and reversed it later that day, but I said, I'm not going back to your site. I'm not going to deal with unprofessional idiots ever again. Okay? So, sometime between May 15th and May 19th is when it's going to happen. The 4-year anniversary, the 4-year crowns will start to be seen on YouTube. Emerald crowns. You guys have never seen them before, right? The emerald crowns. They're really awesome. Okay. So, by the way, for the record, it looks like I received a generous contribution, but it got frozen by PayPal. So I want to see quickly if I can...
Oh, false side contribution. Thank you very much for that.
Burger.
There we go. So, Jesus, man. Here do we fucking go?
Actually log into my PayPal, and if I can actually see this contribution, because I think I know who it's from based on the email address. And if it is from them, I actually do trust them, and I'm going to count it.
Jesus Christ, man. But remember, guys, he has no way of knowing who you are. He has no way of knowing who gives so many contributions. But I recognize that email address, and that means I trust them.
Give me a second.
Is faking a big tip technically begging? Should I count this as a beg? Him faking a big tip?
So, here it is. Can I see it? Okay, so I received a $50 tip. I can see it. It got put on hold, and I don't know why. But this person has contributed to me many times in the past, so I trust them. All of their payments up to now have cleared. I don't know why this one didn't. Let me see what they have to say.
Why would you count it if it's not clearing? Like, that seems a bit greedy. If it's not clearing, it could be an issue on their end, and you're going to count it anyway, even though they might not be able to actually give you that money. So, it just seems a bit greedy of you to fucking just try and claim it before you've even got it.
Hey, Phil, I'm very sad to see an end to Disco Elysium, but I completely understand. I hope you continue to play other indie games like Blueprints, another excellent stream. I love your work, and thanks again. So there you go. Yeah, I know. This person was one of the people who had been consistently supporting Disco Elysium. Consistently. Like, they were there for almost every stream, and they were consistently supporting it. So it sucks. They couldn't make it to this last one, and we ended up not even doing $50 on the stream. And like I said, no one had showed up. Everyone on the stream was complaining, saying, hey, stop playing this game, and that's why we made the decision to stop playing it, okay? But I agree with them. Like, I like these indie-style games. I think they're different. I think that they're refreshing. I like playing them. And that's why it's sad when I see less and less people showing up for them, less people engaging, less people supporting them. I do feel like these indie games should get more attention and more support on a streamer like me and my stuff. I just don't get why people won't show up for them.
Who fucking cares?
So anyway, 100%, I agree with you. Thank you for a $50 tip, even though they put it on hold. I'm going to count it because, like I said, this particular person has contributed tons of times before, via streams like Disco Elysium, so I know this is going to clear. I have absolutely no idea why PayPal put it on hold today, but I know it's going to clear. So thank you so much. That's a $50 anonymous tip. And that means we're up to 105 and climbing. Thank you guys so very much for that. And let's keep it going. How about this? Now let's hit the goal by the end of the podcast. That way, we can just focus on the game and we can maybe hit a second goal while I'm playing Expedition 33 to make up for last night's Blueprint stream. Okay? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get some more support. Let's get some more subs over on Kick. Besides CJ over there, let's get some more. What's up, Toasty Chestnuts? How you doing, man? Do I use game sharing with another person for PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo? At one point, I was doing the game share stuff with my wife. Now I don't need to because I play everything on PC. So, I'm not buying console games to game share.
So I think we need to keep an eye on Phil's Kick chat because that is what triggers him about PayPal soon. I think it's somebody called Sylvester Stallone or something.
Okay. All right, what else you guys want to talk about? Would I consider playing Fortnite on May 4th? They're having a Star Wars event? No, I don't care about Fortnite. I don't give two shits about Fortnite. If you want to see Fortnite nominated for Viewer's Choice and get...
Here we go. I think it's this one here. PayPal and other platforms put a statement out last week about having the authority now to put channels on hold that are suspected of using fraud credit card donations. They could shut Phil down when he's not even had anything to do with it. That is the message that apparently sets Phil off and makes him go fucking mental.
People to vote for it, and then we'll play Fortnite. I'm not playing Fortnite on May 4th. All right, Sylvester Stallone, enjoy your ban. I've had enough. Seriously, you're just a fucking idiot. You're just a fucking mouth-drooling dunce, and I've had enough of your idiocy. So goodbye, and don't come back. Keep your dollars.
Well, that was short and sweet.
Yeah, I saw that. Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door is getting a lot of nominations, so maybe we'll finally actually give it a shot. I don't know. If we do, I have to freaking get the Switch back in here. I haven't had the Switch in this room for like a year. Like, when was the last time I played on Switch? So I'd have to get it back in and hook it back up to my setup and everything.
Oh, we need to keep him to a free space. So we got a free space of SIP. I didn't even realise what a free space of fucking SIPs as well. So we currently have 2 free spaces for the begs, 1 for SIPs, and 1 that carried over from yesterday's stream as well, which means we are 2 away from a full house. We're almost there.
We did look at that. We saw the Novice Skyrim mod. We've looked at that before.
Who fucking cares?
Okay. Yeah, you guys can cut the shit on Kick. Sylvester Stallone, literally on this podcast, first he's asking me for things I'm going to do on my day off, which he knows I can't talk about. Then he's saying, oh, did you hear about this thing that could personally hurt Phil? And by him talking about it, what he's trying to do is get attention for it. Which then if it...
Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
We have got 10 gifted members there, of course, which thank you for referencing. And that means we have our last 2 free spaces of the bingo, which means we have 1 bingo. Good stuff indeed. Before reading the memberships here, I just want to have Phil go through his rant. I want to see what Phil says here about the fucking PayPal thing.
Yeah, you guys can cut the shit on Kick. Sylvester Stallone, literally on this podcast, first he's asking me for things I'm going to do on my day off, which he knows I can't talk about. Then he's saying, oh, did you hear about this thing that could personally hurt Phil? And by him talking about it, what he's trying to do is get attention for it, which then if it actually could hurt streamers, would hurt streamers, so why would he do that? He's an asshole. He's doing it on purpose. He's literally bringing up every negative thing. So, no, he doesn't get forgiveness. He doesn't get his butt kissed. I don't care how many fucking stupid emotes you guys use in chat. He's an asshole. By the way, it's a sock account, if you don't know.
Is Phil trying to imply that he fucking forces every single fucking person on his fucking streams to fucking verify their identity so he fucking knows who is who? That seems a bit fucking, you know, a bit like a dictator. You know, or like a fucking cult leader. Do you fucking force every single fucking member to fucking hand over a fucking passport identification or something just to fucking make sure they can't fucking escape? Anyway, we've won bingo. Thank you, Sonny, for giving 10 members there, and congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to a British Pilot, Getting FM'd, The Agostino Zinga Show, Liquid Carol, Just a Bat Boy with Internet, Debug D99, Princey, Mr. Gorehill, Dawn, and Sadie. So, thank you very much, Sir Sonny, for gifting 10 memberships. If you just got a membership there, make sure you thank Sonny for gifting you a membership. Good stuff indeed. And of course, that means we got the full house. This picture, by the way, this background picture, I stole this from Lord Diaz, although I had permission to steal it. I told him I was going to steal it, and he's like, yes, please steal this. So,
Burger.
Full house? Oh boy. How exciting. Anyway.
Yeah, I saw this on Twitter earlier on Lord Diaz's account. Me happy feet in a fuck. I need to steal that shit for sure. I need to steal that absolutely. That was what I'm going to say, and I take this as it implies that he knows OIC is committing CC fraud, and that's why he's so mad about it. I mean, for the longest time, people have been trying to wonder what the fuck's up with OIC. Like, OIC has given Phil Burnell literally, like, tens of thousands of dollars. It is astronomical amounts of support from one individual. And you've got to wonder to yourself, if it's a legitimate means, if the money's legit, then he just has more money in cents, and this is what he fucking does just for fun. I mean, that could be a possibility as well. The alternative, of course, is that it's more criminal in nature, and the guy is committing multiple accounts of credit card frauds. The credit card fraud angle could make sense because sometimes these contributions do break on PayPal. You know, these frozen, you know, somebody sent Phil money, a large amount of money, but it got frozen on PayPal for some reason. That might be because the credit card that was being used, you know, illegally no longer is letting OIC use it. You know? So, I mean, it's a plausible theory for sure. But Phil's going to try and spin it as, oh, my detractors started giving me money with stolen credit cards. Just so I could get my PayPal behind and all that shit. Like, if Phil was, I mean, I don't think Phil losing his PayPal would actually hurt him too much. Not in the long term. Short term, it would make him panic. But Phil has like multiple PayPal accounts linked with different email addresses. So if one goes down, he'll just use another one. He'll just make up another one again and another one. You know, he'll just keep making them essentially. I think, you know. So yeah. Of course, Method brings up a great point. Remember, stolen credit cards and chargebacks caused Phil to get a late PlayStation 5. I remember that. Yep, that was good stuff indeed. But either way, if something happens to Phil's shit, it'll be the detractors get blamed for it. You know, view-botting, fucking, it makes no sense for any detractor to view-bot Phil Burnell. But apparently we're responsible for that, even though we gain absolutely nothing from that whatsoever. It's bizarre, yeah. Anyway. Let's focus on bingo, shall we? And because we've won bingo, fucking hooray for that. Happy days and all that jazz. Let's go to live DSP and see how he's doing, shall we? Oh god. Well, he's on $107. As you can see, Phil's in his break, but he's on $107 so far. Okay. Right, okay, guys. It is time for some fucking marbles now. Oh, wait, I need to go back to this. I need to add $10 to bingo prize fund. Because one bingo, so that bumps up the bingo prize fund even more. Bear in mind, I won't actually know the full final total of the bingo prize fund until YouTube finishes calculating my money for the full month of April, you know what I mean? So that bingo prize fund is still going to grow even after today as well, you know what I mean? By another, like, you know, by however much, you know, else extra, whatever. But yeah, guys, it is now time for me to get some marbles set up, because we need to determine who's going to win half of that bingo prize fund. If you've not yet left a comment on the community post, fucking add it now. Like, right fucking now. You want to find that community post? Look down in the description, it's there. Also, if you want a link, type in !marbles in the chat. Because I set this up right before the stream today, essentially. You know, if you type in the !marbles, then you'll get a pop-up of a link saying, here's a community post. But I just demonstrated it fucking there for you. So yeah. Get your fucking name done. You just add a comment on that community post. If you've not done it yet, of course, you know what I mean? If you have done it yet, then don't fucking do it again. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, if you've already got your own marble, don't fucking worry about it, okay? But yeah, I am going to get all the marbles set up and all that jazz, so I will be right back. For the third time today, here are some Scottish otters. But, Jesus, man. But yeah, let's get some marbles set up, not jazz, and yeah. I'll get them all going, I'll get the marble game set up, and then we'll just pick a random course. And we'll see who gets to win for the month of April. So, I'll be right back.
$5,000 a month in expenses and only $5,000 a month in income, and net's about $35.
It's Kevin's fault.
Brothers, brother.
But I'm telling you, I did spend money on mobile games in the past. I admit it. That's how I know how addictive they can be. That's how I know how bad they are for people to get caught in that kind of addictive nature. I remember playing, and there was an event. The Hulk Hogan card was in it, right? It was a legendary old school back in the day 1980s Hulk Hogan card.
We've been hanging and banging, brother.
Spending all my money on this Hogan.
Keep spending.
If they ain't 6 stars, I don't wanna
buy more.
Spending all my money on this Hogan.
Oh, play for 2 more hours. You ran out. Buy more.
If it ain't 6 stars,
keep spending.
If it ain't 6 stars, I don't want it. All these pools, yeah, I'm about to bust. Spending all my money on these Hogans like I'm Elon Musk.
Ridiculous amounts of money. I know it was. It was probably hundreds of dollars for this event. I earned the car.
Spending all my money on this Hogan.
Keep spending. I earned the car.
If they ain't 6 stars, I don't wanna
buy more.
Spending all my money on this Hogan.
Oh, play for 2 more hours. You ran out. Buy more.
If it ain't 6 stars,
keep spending.
If it ain't 6 stars,
earned the card, right? I'm like proud of myself. Oh my god, I actually earned this card, and wow, it was very hard to do. I'm one of the few people in the game who even earned it. I think it was only like 20 people in the whole game who had the card or whatever. Okay? And I can tell you exactly what happened. Immediately after I earned that card, within 1 week they announced we're rebooting the game. The card is now going to essentially be way reduced in value.
Alright, good people, we have returned. I have added the most recent names to the list of marbles. There was indeed one or two last second ones right in there. Looking at you, Daijo Dan or whatever, you know. Your name's like, I wouldn't check the comments or whatever. I was like, 47 seconds ago, Daijo. Jesus Christ, that's fucking, that is last second. But yeah, he's in there as well. So they've got that fucking marble in there as well. We have 157 different marbles. But every time it keeps growing and growing and growing, so obviously, you know, the chances of people winning obviously get less and less every time we do this, because usually there's more and more marbles growing as it goes on. So yeah. And so we have a bunch of new marbles here, and all we need to do is just pick a random course. We just pick a random, we just hit the random button. And wherever it lands on is what it'll be. Here we go. Furious Catapulting Catastrophe. Average finish time is almost 4 minutes long. There's an 18% elimination rate. So let me just change it to 157 marbles. Here we got 157 marbles. 4 hours. There's no way. No, this is not hours. This is minutes and then seconds and then like fucking like, you know, milliseconds. So yeah. Thankfully it's not. Thankfully it's not hours. Aye, 4 hours. These are all 4 hour maps, so nice and quick. Fuck it. Nah. Anyway, it is time to fucking decide who wins half of that bingo prize fund for the month of April. Never seen this course before. Fuck it. We'll just go right into it. Whoever wins wins. So let's have a wee, before we start course, we'll just have a, wait, is this it? Oh no, it's not. So we go down this swirly bird thing. How do you land here? Oh, it's in, I see, it's in, so I thought this was just like the start of it was here. But nah, it's just because it's dark as hell here. So that's what it is, it's dark as, this will just lead out. So that leads out down to here. And you go down here, okay, I see, that goes down there, and then, okay, there you go. It's quite deceptive, and then you go fucking left and fucking right, marbles might fall off, a bit more darkness here. It's a very straightforward course here. And then you go through a portal, it looks like. I was hoping to go through the portal as well, but you can't do that with a fucking camera, sadly. So, where is it? Oh, okay, we go up there. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Hello? So the portal will take us out. Sure. The portal will take us out here, I imagine. This looks kind of... Well, that's not really a portal. Where the fuck's the portal going to take us out? I ain't got a fucking clue. Well, fuck it. We know the rough idea. We know kind of the rough layout of what's going to happen here. So fuck it. I think it's time to go, okay? Let's go. Let's just fucking go. 157 different marbles. It is time to see who gets to win half of that bingo prize fund for the month of April. So yeah, we've got a few new marbles added. Mr. Pika fan, a previous bingo winner, is in there. I think Kel Denson's another recent addition as well as Daijo Dan. I can see Daijo Dan there. The most recent, newest marble. You got to win, as the old saying goes. Oh, we have a new winner. Oh, we have a fucking repeat winner. Are we going to have somebody who's won before? Can you imagine defying the odds like that twice? Can you imagine? I mean, even wouldn't it be hilarious if I fucking win? I have my one marble. I could win. Woods has the early advantage. Closely followed by Ira Ireland, Ace Yamamoto, Twilight Media Corp, Mars Champ, Unsorted Skies. They're all following here. It is a very close run thing, of course. It's one of these kind of courses where there's not actually a huge amount of opportunity. It looks like to kind of overtake, you know? Because like, they're all so close together, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's just a sound. It's like Woods has been in the front essentially ever since disembarking. But I could change also up here. You go through the portal. Is it going to get a smooth transition in? Oh, you get launched into the air. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's also kind of terrifying. You just land on there. Okay, this is where things might. Oh shit! Well, people are dying. Chill is landed down the path, but that's going to just delay him though. He survived the fall, but it means he's well behind. He's still in it technically, but he's probably not going to be him. But yeah, a lot of marbles have fallen to the demise. Kendra Kaffa looks like they're the new front runner. Stroyer, hold on, wait, Stroyer and Sticky Man. Oh wait, they both died. Never mind. No wait, Jim R6 could be the front runner. Jim R6 might be the new front runner, or are they stuck? I have no idea why Jim's not moving. You move, you bastard. Right, I think Jim R6 is definitely the front runner right now. Jim R6 is in a huge position here. This is monument. This could be fantastic for them. We have some marbles catching up, but Jim R6 could very well be on their way. I don't know if Jim R6 is in the chat, but you... Oh, that's a bad bit. Oh, that could be really detrimental to you. And I think this is snow. These snow blocks slow you down, I believe. Mars Champ with more momentum might carry them through. It's so close. Jim R6 is still in the lead. Jim R6 is still in the lead. Up we go, up we go. Where's the finish? I don't know where we're going. I have no idea where we're going here. I want to see the finish is like over there. Are we, what's happening? Oh my god, you land down here. Some marbles hit the edge, didn't really make it. Jim R6 is still in the head. The finish is ahead. The finish is straightforward. Is this going to be good? Oh, it's not going to be good. Who's that? Mars Champ has snuck into first place right to the death. Kendra Kaffa second, Eric L third, Wrestling Ranta fourth, Steve the Dead fifth. But we don't know how close. I think the finish line is almost... We're almost at the finish, I think. I'm not sure. Like, I don't want to... That was the finish. Mars Champ. First place was Mars Champ, second place was Eric L, and third place was Kendra Kaffa. Steve the Dead was fourth, fifth was Wrestling Ranter, sixth was Tradie Dis, seventh was Jim R6, eighth was Ian Sorare, ninth was Gordon Flowers pointing at Derek, and fifth was Cheering at Soldier. So, Mars Champ, whoever the hell you are, well done to you. Congratulations, you are the winner for the month of April. And I will, of course, be making a community post later on, trying to tag all three of your YouTube channels to try and get, get in touch with you, essentially. So, yeah, I will be doing that. But there we go. That was a very back and forth race. So that was interesting stuff indeed, for sure. Like, I wanted to look up, but I couldn't look up. The camera doesn't let you go underneath the ball, essentially. So I had no idea what was coming. The best way is also to follow the ball, of course, in that situation, is to just stick with the ball cam. But yeah, we have got ourselves a winner for the month of April. There it is once more here. Mars Champ came in first place, 3 minutes and 30 seconds, not far behind whatsoever. Eric L, so close to first place, but they went and had to settle for second place instead. And third place, of course, was Kendra Kaffa. Now remember, guys, this is how it works. I'm going to make a community post to try and get all three of them to basically get in touch with me, because I need to contact these bastards and say, hey, you won, fucking you win. But if Mars Champ, for whatever reason, if Mars Champ is unresponsive and I can't get in touch with them, then by default, the prize would go to second place, which would be Eric L. And then I'll say if they couldn't claim it either, the prize would go to third place, which was, Kendra Kaffa. And if for some bloody reason all three of them are fucking non-responsive, then Steve the Dead would be the very fortunate individual who would win half of that bingo prize fund. So yeah, but I'll say, I'm giving time. These guys will have plenty of time to get in touch. I'll make a community post, tag all their channels as well, and hopefully we'll hear from at least fucking one of them, you know what I mean? So we can get something sorted, not a shit, and get it all ironed out and all that jazz. But there we go. But yep, that is that's bingo all said and done. That's it. April's done and dusted, That is us all done for April. So naturally, by the time we do bingo once again, it'll be the 3rd of May. Remember, no bingo tomorrow because Phil's off on Thursday. No bingo on Friday because Phil's off again. But Phil is returning, of course, on Saturday for some random fucking reason. And I'm going to try and do a bingo on a Saturday. I don't usually do bingos on Saturdays because Phil's not usually here on Saturdays. Even when Phil was here on Saturdays, I usually just fucking didn't do it anyway. But I feel like I'm going to try. I will try, I think, to try and do bingo on Saturday the 3rd of May. So yeah, there is that. Anyway, so fuck it. I think we can just go back to DSP and let's see how DSP's doing before I fuck off and call it a night. So let's see. He's happy. Well, no, he's not. He's miserable. He's playing his game. What's his goals like? What's his contributions like? Top super chat Cade with $5. Why am I not fucking surprised? Top tip random anonymous one, $50. Even though it was frozen. And Phil's King's tax total is sitting at 132. He's so close to his goal, guys. Oh, he's so close. Who fucking cares? Anyway, fuck it. We're done with that. So I am going to wrap things up there, I think, you know. I don't think so. I know tomorrow obviously is May the 1st tomorrow. Oh, Jesus, man. May the 1st. Oh, great times, great fucking memories. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there, you know. I don't think I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow. I mean, yeah, for Sunny, it's already May the 1st. Time zones and fucking time travelers and all that shit. But there we go. But yeah, I don't think I'll be doing anything tomorrow. I'm sure that a lot of detractors will be enjoying tomorrow in some capacity. The 9-year anniversary of the incident, you know. I don't know. I might do a wee stream, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see how I feel tomorrow or whatever, but yeah. Guys, thank you for joining me though. It has been a very robustful, meaningful, wholesome, positive month of April, you know what I mean? And now we move into the month of May. What will Phil get up to during his 2 days off? Is he going to fly back to Connecticut? Will he admit to flying back to Connecticut? Will he be honest with his audience about his antics? Is he going to fucking disclose anything? We'll have to fucking wait and see come Saturday, I guess. But until then, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. If I don't catch up with you guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week as well, of course. I'm going to end how I always end, by putting Notorious PIG contributions made by supremely talented Pixar animations. So guys, hope you all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
Alright, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Alright, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.